Hey guys, I don't know if you're like me, but I love Count the Dings and everything it has to offer. I just can't find everything I need. I know about Cinephobe, and I know about the mailbag, and I know about Bomb, but that's all we do, right, Amin?
No, we do so much more.
What?
Yeah, absolutely. If you sign up, patreon.com/countthedings, you'll find a plethora of other content, fresh content, extended content, the OG pod overflow, the Cinephobe cold opens that we've taken and made their own thing to live only there, the Rewatchingtons, Bomb in its full and unadulterated cut, early drops of Cinephobe episodes, and so much more.
Said the OG pod. Now, is it new or is it old?
Mace, I'm glad you asked that. It is a new incarnation of the old OG pod.
Oh.
So it's me, Zach, Trey, Waz, Tom.
I love those guys.
Just like we always were. Going back to the True Hoop days, we're recreating that magic, recapturing it, and putting it back out. We're talking hoops, we're talking pop culture, and most importantly, we're talking for 40 minutes for free, but then another specific Patreon exclusive segment for every one of those episodes.
Funny enough about that OG pod, you're getting Tom and Trey on Mondays. You're getting me and Waz, aka Zosny, on Wednesdays. Amin's floating in between.
I'm a floater.
You never know when you're going to get Amin in those, so you got to listen to them all.
And what if I'm not sure what Mayes looks like? Because I've always thought he's a fat man with a fedora. He's got a weird voice. How can I see for myself what this Mayes character actually looks like?
It's crazy you don't know the answer to this because it's the Cinephobe Pod YouTube page.
What?
The CT5s on the Cinephobe Pod YouTube page, you can look at all of us.
You can get all the OG pods on YouTube too, at Count the Dings 1 on YouTube, at Cinephobe Pod on YouTube, patreon.com/Count the Dings gets you everything all in one feed. You can link it to your Spotify. And now enjoy the show.
Nah, not quite.
What's up?
Sell my car in Carvana. It's just not quite the right time.
Crazy coincidence. I just sold my car to Carvana.
What? I told you about it 2 days ago.
When you know, you know. You know? I'm even dropping it off at one of those sweet car vending machines and getting paid today.
That's a good deal.
Oh, great deal. Come on. What's your heart saying?
You're right. When you know...
You know.
Sold.
Whether you're looking to sell your car right now or just whenever feels right, go to Carvana.com and sell your car the convenient way. Terms and conditions apply.
You know what's even better than drinking a delicious International Delight iced coffee? Winning a brand new car to drink it in. Visit internationaldelightcarsweeps.com for rules and enter through November 10th for your chance to win a new car plus a year's supply of iced coffee. No purchase necessary. Year's worth of product awarded as product and coupons. Valued at $978.20. Open to legal residents of U.S. and D.C., excluding Alaska, Connecticut, New Jersey, Nevada, Hawaii, Tennessee, and Wisconsin, who are at least 18 in age of majority. Ends October 10, 2024. Sponsored by Danone US LLC. For official rules, visit internationaldelightcarsweeps.com.
Do you want to know what it's like to hang out with MS-13 in El Salvador? How the Russian mafia fought battles all over Brooklyn in the 1990s?
Or what about that time I got lost in the Burmese jungle hunting the world's biggest meth lab? Or why the Japanese Yakuza have all those crazy dragon tattoos? I'm Sean Williams.
And I'm Danny Gold. And we're the hosts of the Underworld podcast. We're journalists that have traveled all over, reporting on dangerous people and places. And every week, we'll be bringing you a new story about organized crime from all over the world.
We know this stuff because we've been there. We've seen it. And we've got the near misses and embarrassing tales to go with it. We'll mix in reporting with our own experiences in the field, and we'll throw in some bad jokes while we're at it.
The Underworld podcast explores the criminal underworlds that affect all of our lives, whether we know it or not. Available wherever you get your podcasts.
I'm Alan Sisto, the man of the West here at the Prancing Pony Podcast.
And I'm Sean Marchese, the real-life Lord of the Mark.
Every week here at the Prancing Pony Podcast, along with Sean or other co-hosts, I explore the works of J.R.R. Tolkien, author of The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings, bringing along lots of pop culture references, plenty of nerd humor, and the occasional bad pun.
It's just a couple of friends hanging out at the pub, talking about our favorite books. We cover just a few pages every episode, reading important sections of the books and having a chat about what we've read.
Now, we do a ton of research for each episode so that we can bring as much background information to our conversation as possible. We do all the heavy reading, so you don't have to.
It's a great way for first-time readers to learn the basics of Tolkien's world, while for Middle-earth veterans, it's a deep dive into their favorite stories.
Now, the Tolkien fandom is like no other, so we spend time in the community giving talks at Tolkien events, recording live episodes, and hanging out with our listeners on Discord to engage with our audience every chance we get.
So if you're ready to dive into the most beloved world in fantasy literature
and become a part of a vibrant, active community of listeners,
then look for the Prancing Dancing Pony Podcast, wherever you listen.
This podcast contains mature content, explicit language, suggestive situations, and partial to full frontal nudity. Listener discretion is advised. Don't let your kids listen to this.
Did you guys know this? Van Damme was originally cast to be the Predator. So there's 6 different stories. One is he was a big complainer. This is from the casting director, where she told Joel Silver he'd be great as Predator because no one moves like him.
Mm-hmm.
Next thing you know, he heard he was complaining the whole time and they fired him.
So he started
and he got fired.
Okay.
Then there's another one from the second unit director who said he was walking down the hallway with Joel Silver and Van Damme walks up and says, "Are you Joel Silver?" Yeah. Van Damme says, "Well, look at this." And he jumped up in the air, I swear to God, did the splits with his legs straight out and his crotch was at eye level and I'm 6 feet tall. He was there to play the creature and the company had created the head of the creature. They spent an absolute fortune on it and they brought in Van Damme. Van Damme put the head on and then he stood up and freaked out, took off the $20,000 head and threw it on the ground and it shattered. And Joel said, "What the fuck are you doing?" And he told Jean-Claude, "You'll never work in Hollywood again. Get off my set." Bill Duke says he kept passing out. He passed out twice from dehydration because the suit was so hot. And then Joel Silver said, "John, I know it's hot, but we're losing time, man. If you pass out one more time, we're going to fire you." So John says, "I'm not doing it on purpose." And Joel says, "Man, this is production. Don't take it personally." So 2 weeks go by and he's flying on these wires and trees and everything. And he passes out and Joel comes and tells him, "You're fired." But this is my favorite account of why he got fired from Predator. From visual effects supervisor Joel Hynek. "I was in Joel Silver's trailer and he had called for Van Damme to come see him. And he comes in and Joel starts saying, 'John, you got to stop kickboxing.'" Because Van Damme wanted to kickbox and he was telling him, "Look,
why would the Predator kickbox?
The Predator is not a kickboxer." And Van Damme was like, "I must do that. That's how I see the Predator." And Joel says, "Well, you're fired. Get out of here." And Van Damme says, "Kiss my balls."
Kiss my balls?
And walks out. And that was the end of that.
Wow.
Kiss my balls.
I mean, kiss my balls is CT5 tagline.
Dude, I've been dying. Tell someone to kiss.
Oh, Amin's ready for this movie.
The next time I get into a verbal altercation in public, I'm telling someone, "Kiss my balls."
No, but you have to say it in that Frank Dukes voice. "Kiss my balls."
So yell at them in my regular tone and then at the end go, "All right, kiss my balls."
Now, you've seen how bad things can get and how quick they can get that way. Well, they can get a whole lot worse. So we're not going to fight anymore.
You think this dude's going to take Ed down?
MVP is going to blow Ed out of the water.
He's the most valuable primate.
You betray the law.
I'm sorry, misogynist. Men are hoes too.
You've said hoes 58 times in this episode, and I'm the misogynist?
You unbelievable, man.
Wait, you guys have notes about 9/11 for this movie?
How do you not?
Yap about this and yap about that and yap, yap, yap all night long. Fucking yap, yap, yap.
It was in my dream. That's not how I feel.
It is how you feel. It was in your dream.
Some of us like to be prepared.
How are you not taking accountability for your mind?
Because I know I'm lying. Like, I know for a fact I'm lying.
You sick little bitch.
It was awful. It was incredibly boring. It was long. It was stupid. It was horribly written. The acting was terrible. It was a huge piece of shit. You're a fraud. It's a phobe.
So everybody just be very respectful.
But he's dead now, right? So we can't make fun of him?
Is he dead? No, if he's dead, we can make fun of him. If he's still sick, we can't.
Hold on.
If he's dead, we can make fun of him.
Yeah.
I don't think we can.
Whenever I hear numbers, my head converts them into chess moves or seats at the garden.
I don't know what happened to you, man. You used to be cool, and then you got blarded.
You tried to peg AIDS on me in the T-Rex episode?
That's my fault for not remembering what century I was in, bitch.
It's been a good run. Thanks for playing. See you at the eulogy.
You want the punani?
I don't require Ed to have a condom because I trust him.
Anthony, you're going to be busy today, huh?
Yeah, it's nothing new, Chef.
Host! I am an alcohol segregationist.
That thing's going to move up like R. Kelly.
Salute to all the old ladies around the world. I love you.
You got horses. What you need are thoroughbreds.
Sometimes my emotions are just roaring like a T-Rex.
That's a lot of pussy.
I'm not in here with you. You're in here with me.
Welcome to Cinephobe, the podcast. We break down the movies you're afraid to admit you love. I'm Zach Harper. That's Amin Hassan. That's Anthony Mayes. Make sure you listen to us on Spotify or, I don't know, throwing you against the Tigers. How about that? In a minefield.
That Zach will not leave. He'll wait.
I refuse.
If you happen to escape, he'll wait for you to come back.
I'll still be there.
Spotify is where you can vote in the poll, like the poll for the pest. A stunning 22.9% of people filed it.
Why?
77.1% phobe.
I met one. Mike Fuentes is one of the files.
Oh, wow.
I expected that, yes.
He knows the opening song by heart.
Opening song.
And proved it.
Does he even do the mash, eh?
Yes, he did. He did it all.
Fuentes, Lewis Pinnock. You can also leave a comment like these two comments. Great pair here. JD Madrid, file only because it led to me losing my virginity. The girl I was watching it with got tired of watching it and took me to the bedroom. I never tried to finish watching it.
But you did finish.
I thought he meant the episode.
And then Shal 007, I rented the movie and watched 2 seconds of the opening scene and turned it off. The next day I decided to try again, fully expecting to phobe it. Imagine my surprise when my girlfriend starts watching and says, wait, don't turn it off. She normally hates most of the movies from Cinephobe, but somehow was hooked by this movie.
He's watching with you?
And liked it?
I can't believe it, but I'm going to file this.
What?
It's one of the few movies she hasn't walked away from.
Break up with her now.
And I mean, we had many people say that they also thought that this was old cliches.
You bingos.
I unlocked apparently a massive segment of the population is singing old cliches this whole time. And I'm so glad that this episode reminded me because I want to make that Cinephobe staple.
Old cliches?
Like a horseman. Not today. It won't work.
Well, I don't know.
Really?
This one might today. Are you kidding me?
The basketball puns?
Welcome to the basketball analogy. All right. Maybe I'll see if people agree with this one. You know, in Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe, the start of it?
Broad Don't Kill My Vibe.
Forever, I thought it started off with, I am a sailor who's probably going to sail again. Not, I am a sinner who's probably going to sin again. Sail! Sail! Leave us a review, leave a comment. Make sure you're checking out the CT5 episodes on the main feed. Leave us your CT5 suggestions and lists on social media or in the Discord by subscribing to patreon.com/countthedings. You get access to ad-free episodes, extended cold opens, which has some incredible Jean-Claude Van Damme Predator trivia today.
Oh, I thought you were going to say incredible descriptive detail.
Rewatching live events, past, present, and future. You get the episodes early quite often. Access and discounts on live show tickets, our Discord, all of our extra content across the entire Count the Dings network. If you have a submission, submit it. Reminder needs to be 40% or lower on the Rotten Tomatoes audience or critic score. Recently, Amin had us get totally naked so we could be vengefully arrested with law-abiding citizen. Then we started a new and improved daisy chain.
Chain, chain, chain. Chain, chain, chain. Chain, chain, chain. Chain, chain, chain. Chain, chain, chain.
I used prison to keep us staying cheeked up with the French Foreign Legion in Lionheart.
Did you?
Mayes used Scotsman to link us to ope our way through surviving 24 hours with the pest. Amin used $50,000 to link us to letting the prisoners know that that was ridiculous and way out of line with dirty work. I had to snort revenge to get coked up enough to rappel down Devil's Cauldron to find the bonsai plutonium tree that is Karate Kid 3. Mayes used Vietnam vets to jungle cat toward a man roaring into the heavens with X-Men Origins Wolverine. Amin used Bourbon Street to hitchhike from seedy motel to seedy motel looking to smash a major in an X-major way with Jack Reacher Never Go Back. Now I'm using Fingerprints to bring us the 1997 buddy, cop, action, comedy, sci-fi thriller, Double Team.
This is the second week in a row where we have a long-ass genre.
I think IMDb is really expanding their genres.
Action comedy.
Well, yeah, all right.
Comedy?
Comedy? Are you kidding me? One-liners left and right.
Comedy?
Comedy.
All right. We'll see.
Double Team stars Jean-Claude Van Damme, Dennis Rodman, and Mickey Rourke. JCVD is now an 8-time repeat offender for Bloodsport, Double Impact, Lionheart, Last Action Hero, Universal Soldier, Time Cop, and Sudden Death.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
He had The Quest and Maximum Risk in 1996.
Petty Thief Chris Dubois.
This movie in 1997, Knockoff and Legionnaire in 1998. Dennis Rodman is a 3-time repeat offender. He was in Eddie and Simon Says.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
D-Rod.
D-Rod. All those D-Rod fans out there.
I'm a big D-Rod fan.
And Mickey is a repeat offender for Man on Fire.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
I didn't really remember that, but I don't really remember Man on Fire.
I didn't either. I just remember swim practice.
Just remember the boring-ass movie.
We get Paul Freeman from Raiders of the Lost Ark, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and Hot Fuzz.
Yep.
Jay Benedict from The Dark Knight Rises, where he played the character Rich Twit.
Mm-hmm.
Bruno Bellata, repeat offender from The Poison Rose.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
Cyril Dufault, repeat offender from Simon Says. Paolo Paolini from Cannibal Holocaust.
Paolo Paolini from Chicken Spaghetti at Ciccolinis.
Jinjin Zhang, repeat offender from Simon Says.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
Segal Diamant, repeat offender for Memory. Nick Brett, repeat offender for Low Down Dirty Shame. Claudio Pacifico, repeat offender.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
For 6 Underground. That's all I got for the cast. It's a lot of foreign people that haven't been in shit.
You left out the ladies. Natasha Littinger, who plays Kath. And she was in Not All Dads Pee Standing Up. And then Valeria Cavalli from I Dreamed of Africa and Shadows in the Sun.
Double Team was directed by Hank Sue.
Oh.
Hark Sue.
Hark Tua.
Hark Tua. That's what it's the same note too.
I was hoping this wouldn't get brought back as soon as I saw that fucking name.
Well, now it's been so long, people forgot all about Hark Tua, so.
Well, she doesn't want to be known for that anymore.
That's right.
Good luck.
He directed Once Upon a Time in China, the whole franchise, 1, 2, 3, and 5, but not 4.
Oh, not 4.
He directed The Raid, not that one. The Blade, not that one. And Journey to the West, The Demon Strikes Back.
Also, Knockoff, another JCVD movie. Did 2 JCVD movies, had such a good time. He never came back. He was done.
We have 2 writing credits on this one. Dan Jacoby, story and screenplay. He wrote Death Wish 3 and Evolution, which we missed out on, unfortunately.
And Arachnophobia.
And Paul Monas, screenplay credit, wrote Saints and Sinners and The Quest. Synopsis for Double Team. An international spy teams up with an arms dealer to escape from a penal colony and rescue his family from a terrorist.
Not accurate.
None of that is accurate.
He teams up after the escape.
Yes, he already escapes the penal colony.
Mm-hmm.
He teams up more than halfway through the movie.
Halfway?
He double teams up.
They don't make up for double time. Like, they lost a lot of time, but they could have been a team.
This whole movie happens in 4 days.
4 months. Be respectful, Zach.
Zach.
Rodman's wearing the same clothes.
No, he's not. What are you talking about?
What?
The same note 2 belt strikes. He absolutely is.
Tagline, he's a one-man arsenal with enough voltage to rock the free world.
The fuck does that have to do with anything?
Who are they talking about?
I don't know.
What?
Who are you talking to?
Oh my God, that's confusing.
3 alternate taglines. They don't play by the rules.
Okay.
You're either on their side or in their way.
Are there any more?
One more. America's top counter-terrorist usually works alone. This time, he's got company.
America's?
Yeah, he works for the CIA.
Yeah, he's in the CIA.
His name is Jack Quinn.
It's the most Jack Quinn person I've ever seen.
So, in a movie that they barrage us with basketball puns, despite Dennis Rodman's character having nothing to do with the NBA.
And the title of the movie is a basketball phrase.
Wouldn't they use the taglines as an opportunity to say, basketball? Like, catch this bull by the horns or some shit like that?
Bad as they want to be.
They play it straight for the taglines.
The real bad boys.
And then ham it up in the movie. Got it.
$30 million estimated budget, grossed just $11.4 million US and worldwide. Flop city.
This was actually really confusing.
Oh.
So I saw that it was either a $30 or $35 million budget.
Okay.
And that wasn't really confirmed either way. And then I saw that it made either 20 or 48 million.
Oh.
11 was domestic.
Well, it shocked me that a Van Damme movie wouldn't do international money.
But it also would make sense that this would be a bomb.
Yes.
Well, I don't know. I saw it multiple times in the theater.
You did?
Of course. Are you kidding me? I was 15 years old and Dennis Rodman was with Jean-Claude Van Damme.
I keep forgetting the age gap between us. We are, in the grand scheme of things, close enough in age.
Yeah.
But like the younger we go, there are things that you experienced.
Careful.
Still, I'm just saying, the things you experienced as a child that like I was legal.
Oh.
Well, I'm just saying. And so, for instance, I saw this movie in college.
You could have phrased that so much better.
So much better.
What's wrong with the way I phrased it?
You know what you do? You buy yourself a tape recorder, you just record yourself for a whole day. I think you're going to be surprised at some of your phrasing.
The younger we go,
Nothing wrong with that.
things that you experienced as a child,
Out of context.
I was legal.
We gotta definitely write a song about how we do not diddle kids. Do not diddle kids, it's no good diddling kids.
There is no quicker way for people to think that you are diddling kids than by writing a song about it.
You gotta write a song that says, ooh, I wouldn't do it with anybody younger than my daughter. No little kids, gotta be big, older than my wife, younger than my daughter, something like that.
You made it sound like, childhood molestation was at play.
I mean, wasn't it? Self-molestation, not a thing?
This is 1 year after Barbed Wire. So this is Zach's movie theater prime.
This was a time for me to be in the theaters. Oh my God, are you kidding me? Before we jump into this movie and you listen to the rest of this podcast, Double Team is unfortunately a rental.
Yeah, the rental wars are back.
I came so close to buying it. I wish I had.
I can't believe you didn't. That was one of my first notes.
Let me invest that money for the rental into the purchase, Apple. I'll buy so many movies.
Zach, it was $1 more.
No, not on mine.
I had a $3.99 rental and a $4.99 purchase. I thought it was a slam dunk that Zach would have bought that.
Mine said $3.99 and then like $12.99.
Wow.
On Amazon, it was $4.99.
You must have got surge pricing.
Oh.
They knew that you wanted it bad.
Maybe they knew. They knew their audience.
What if the algorithm? Oh.
I bet they do. Which is dumb. They should go the other way because if you just put $1, I will pay that extra dollar. Pretty much every time.
If they told you, hey, Zach, it's $11.99 a buy, you rented it for $3.99 at the end, they say, you want to kick in another $6 or $7, you would have done it?
100%. I would absolutely.
I'm going to go talk to Tim Cook and I'll let him know about this idea.
I mean, they'll have the rest of my money.
Imagine if Zach said, I almost bought it. It was $34.99.
Double Team receives 11% on 19 reviews from the critics on Rotten Tomatoes, 25% from the audience on over 25,000 ratings. I mean, check the positive or the negative reviews.
I'm doing the splits in midair.
To show your crotch.
Yeah, to show my crotch at eye level kind of guy. Give me the positives.
Hey, John, that's weird. That glass looks half full to me.
Wow. Now that you mention it, it is half full.
Emmanuel Levy of EmmanuelLevy.com.
Leave me alone.
3 out of 5.
He's so lazy.
Why do you pick the ones where it's 3 out of 5 or whatever?
Well, there's only 19 reviews.
Oh.
Literally the only 2 critic reviews.
Okay.
Luke Y. Thompson of New Times.
Looky, baby.
A gimmick movie worth a look on cheap rental night.
Ooh, cheap rental night. It's always cheap rental night.
I can't argue with them. User Joseph A. 5 out of 5 stars.
Joseph A. Bank? Are you a Men's Warehouse guy? What was that look?
I am. Absolutely. Are you kidding me?
You like the way you look?
I guarantee it.
Maybe you need to switch.
I think this movie is fantastic. It somehow balances so much ridiculous, over-the-top nonsense without falling apart. The cast is great. The director is great. Choreography is insane. It's pretty obviously not Citizen Kane, but it absolutely is a whole lot of fun. If you're looking for an actually bad movie, check out Napoleon with Joaquin Phoenix.
I feel like that's an unnecessary side swipe.
User William A. 5 out of 5. Rodman, JCVD. I wish I knew how to quit you.
Oh, repeat offender.
Is that one of ours?
I don't know. I think so. It's a newer one. User Charlotte V, 5 out of 5.
Oh, Charlotte Wilder. She has 24 hours.
Double Team is an underrated erotic cinematic masterpiece. I've never been so fully transported to such a vibrant and colorful world.
Whoa.
If you love seeing tons of babies almost explode, this is the movie for you. Jean-Claude Van Damme's earnest commitment to portray a simple man who just wants to be a father is deeply moving, especially when he can't seem to stop running into hospitals full of babies. A harsh reminder of what he's missing as he defends those babies from an onslaught of gunfire. The daring casting choice, Dennis Rodman, truly paid off. He is the Freddie Mercury of action stars. This basketball player really made a slam dunk of his acting debut. 10 out of 10.
That is a loaded ass review. Simple Jack Quinn.
It's a great review. That's the best review we've ever had.
Maze, this is what I need you to do. The clip when he says the Freddie Mercury of whatever. I need you to clip right there. Donald Sterling. He has AIDS.
No.
Yes.
Jesus.
Hey, he did have AIDS. I mean, isn't that how he died?
All right.
No.
Well, last positive review. Blank user 4 out of 5. This flick is so gay. I love it. It is supposed to be in the future, but looks like it's in the 80s.
Is it supposed to be the future?
Final scene goes down as one of the greatest in the history of cinema. Rourke, Van Damme, and Rodman let loose in the Coliseum with a minefield and a lion running around. Genius. Not a lion, it was a tiger, but Oh my.
I think he actually meant Eli Manning.
Negative reviews.
Stop being a pessimist. This tank is not half full. It's half empty.
Rob Thomas of Capital Times.
Or else forget about it.
Exactly as bad as you'd imagine a Van Damme-Rodman collaboration to be. Roger Ebert of Chicago Sun-Times. Van Damme was better in such earlier films as Time Cop and Sudden Death because he had more to do. Here, he's at the mercy of the jam-packed plot.
Jam-packed?
Jam-packed?
Shout out to Time Cop and Sudden Death, both files.
Mike Clark of USA Today. Rodman is more fun to watch here than either co-star given his array of earrings and nose rings, plus hair that changes color more frequently than the First Lady changes her due.
That is definitely a horseman.
That is a 20 CBS. You remember that? Hillary Clinton?
Yeah.
Changed her hair? All right.
Yeah, she did.
Carl Cavagna of AboutFilm.com. If you're honestly wondering whether this film is any good, I can't help you. Michael Dukina of TheMovieReport.com.
It's been around a while, hasn't he?
The talent of the director is not quite enough to make up for the minimal ability exhibited by some of the other people working on the production.
Name names, Michael.
And then Scott Weinberg of eFilmCritic.com.
Do the voice.
The pinnacle of suck. We'll get Amin's first note, May's first note, and my first note after these messages. Unless you're subscribed to the Patreon, patreon.com/countthedings, you get an ad-free episode now.
Hey, it's producer Mays here to talk to you about Factor. Days can be busy. How often have you found yourself at the end of a long day thinking, I wish I had eaten better? Whether it's having trouble finding time to cook, meal prep, or you don't want to spend money on eating out, it seems like there's never enough time to get a quality meal. And that's where Factor comes in. Thanks to the menu of chef-crafted meals with options like Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, and Keto, Factor's fresh, never frozen meals are dietitian approved and ready to eat in just 2 minutes. So no matter how busy you are, you'll always have time to enjoy nutritious, great tasting meals. Make your day delicious. From breakfast to dessert, stay fueled with easy, nutritious options. And you can keep kitchen time to a minimum. No shopping, prepping, cooking, or cleaning up. It's all ready to go. And you can choose from 6 menu preferences to help you manage calories, maximize protein intake, avoid meat, or simply eat a well-balanced meal. So head to factormeals.com/CTD50 and use code CTD50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month. That's code CTD50 at factormeals.com/CTD50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month while your subscription is active.
Am I the Jerk is a show where we talk about real stories like my stepdad found out that I have a $4 million inheritance and tried to steal it from me when my mom died. Am I the jerk for how far I took my revenge? Or you might even see a story like this. My mother-in-law photoshopped my wedding photos to change my nose. Am I the jerk for what I did in response? So Am I the Jerk is the perfect show to put on in the background while you're driving, studying, drawing, or just chilling out. And the best part is you can send in your own stories from your own life to be featured and discussed on the show. Just subscribe to Am I the Jerk and you'll see how to do that there via amithejerk.com/submit. You can freely share the deepest secrets of your life because you can still remain anonymous when you send in your stories. So either way, subscribe to Am I the Jerk right now before you forget. We'd love to be a part of your daily routine. New episodes every day. Am I the Jerk?
Amin, what is your first note?
You guys are going to call me an idiot for this.
Oh boy.
But I really thought we were in the jungle to start the movie. Has that Mandalay shit always been that long?
Hold that note. I will not call you an idiot. Maze, what is your first note?
Did you guys know that Dennis Rodman's dad is named Philander Rodman Jr.?
I did know that, yes.
He fathered 29 children by 16 mothers, really fulfilling his destiny.
Put up numbers. My first note, it's kind of crazy that Dennis Rodman is still alive. I'd never had him lasting this long.
Him and Keith Richards.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think dies first?
Rodman.
Really?
I mean, Keith Richards is...
He's 100 years old at this point.
But he's been 100 years old for 50 years. He's been the exact same. Rodman is aging and looks bad.
He sounds a lot worse than he looks.
Yeah.
He's still in really good shape. He hasn't let himself go.
His face just looks bad.
But his voice is the part where you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
It actually made me look up how old he was during this movie.
He's like 60?
Yeah, he's about to be 60, I think. I had to triangulate based on what his voice sounds like, what my voice sounds like at the same age. Am I headed to that fate?
Oh yeah, you got like 6 years.
6 years before I start sounding like him right now?
Absolutely. At the rate you're going, that's generous too.
I feel like he did it at a higher level.
I would hope so.
Volume, frequency, variety of things that he did. I'm in my lane. Maybe not frequency. Okay, maybe frequency we're toe-to-toe. Maybe volume also we're toe-to-toe. But variety for sure. He's doing a whole lot more than I did. Did.
Amin just had a whole argument with himself just because we didn't talk.
I did.
That Mandalay Entertainment tiger always gets me now after Theodore Rex. Remember how it started in black and white? We didn't know if it was in the movie or not.
It's a Van Damme movie in the jungle.
We've had Mandalay Entertainment often enough that it gets me now every time. By the way, tiger, ass off. That tiger's so good.
That tiger.
Yeah. Oh.
Put a pin in it.
We're in a hangar, I think. Got some Mission Impossible ripoff exposition happening right now.
Oh, man. Yeah. Did Mission Impossible just come out?
Quinn, Jack, your final assignment is classification red at 3:05 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. They wouldn't say it like that. They wouldn't say 3:05.
They would say 15:05?
15:05 GMT.
Like your phone?
Exactly, yeah. A truckload with 32 kilograms of non-actum plutonium. Plutonium month continues.
It's back.
That's your daisy chain.
Terry Silver is disposing of that plutonium.
It was stolen from a secured U.S. nuclear installation outside Croatia. This is the worst we've ever seen of JCVD.
Oh.
He looks like absolute shit.
He looked old.
His hair looks terrible.
He looked aged. I didn't know if that was just the hair or what was going on.
There were some scenes where his hair looked grayer.
This is 1 year after the quest.
He's really going through it.
We believe Stavros.
He looks like Reed Richards.
And his organization will sell it to the Iraqis within 24 hours.
Stavros.
Did he just take a tarp off a crane or a Batmobile construction equipment?
A massive yellow truck.
What is this?
I think they call it the XRT.
Yeah, they do call it an XRT.
They made this custom for the movie.
Is this the vehicle Lethal Shooter rode in at the National Guard?
Hold that thought.
It's based on an Oshkosh Logistics vehicle system.
Oh gosh.
It's not quite a CT5 vehicle for me, but it's pretty weird looking.
You like that? Oshkosh Bagosh. That's 20 CB. Oshkosh Bagosh is as 20 CB as it gets. He turns a key that is about the same size as any gas station key holder that you have.
It activates a satellite. Cut to the CGI satellite in space.
Cut to the guy running through an office hallway and he shoves the shit out of someone for no reason. He says, get out of the way. This is already my golden dumpster.
Extremely chaotic base of operations. People are running around. They're sliding in their dress shoes.
By the way, not the only time in this movie someone will get unnecessarily pushed out of the way.
Oh my God. The maid?
Bad dubs, lots of maps and whiteboards. Pepe Sylvia. The XRT is mobile.
Who is this bingo in the light suit?
14 hours to reach the border.
Wow. This will be a ride.
Is it just me or is it ADR?
All of it.
As he expositions that Quinn's resignation is final if he reaches the border.
The whole thing was ADR.
This flatbed Batmobile semi-truck just drove through a massive door at the hangar like he's Madam Web, title card, double team.
Flying through the air, it is monster trucking over cars in the parking lot.
Just like Brian Mills' daughter, wrecking cars of two normal workers who are running maintenance at the hangar.
Also, that's a lot of people parked outside the secret CIA truck hangar.
Oh my God.
I like the movie starting mid-adventure.
I love that.
Let's establish off the rip that this dude is a badass and all these death-defying stunts, just another day for him.
Just one of those days.
Just one of those days.
He's swerving recklessly in the parking lot. He hits a truck and makes it explode.
I like that.
Massive explosion.
Needlessly.
A biker comes sliding through the flames so fast.
20 yards.
He throws that bike.
You couldn't get that kind of hydroplane on a slip and slide. That is unbelievable. It's dry gravel.
JCVD is barreling down some windy roads. Going way too fast.
This army is chasing JCVD as he recklessly drives the truck.
They're lighting this shit up.
Tanks and military trucks that Lethal Shooter would use for content are setting up a roadblock.
It kind of looks like a cyber truck.
Kind of looks like a butt plug.
Well, like a cyber truck.
Hi, Brent.
Anal beads.
He drives it down a hill into the river, and I say there's a truck of soldiers staying locked in and follow. Never mind, they all bailed.
They jumped off.
Yeah.
He's driving through the river, no problem. You think he lost everybody, but now there's a train and everybody's back.
They're right behind him.
They didn't lose him at all.
They cut him off at the pass.
We see the ground. It is completely flat.
Oh.
There is nothing between him and the train.
No, there's a...
And then all of a sudden, he hits a mound of gravel.
There's a little rip.
He hits a dirt pile.
He fucking Dukes of Hazzard.
And he soars through the air. But not that high.
Not high enough.
Because he goes right through the wooden train cars, ripping them apart.
Lands so smoothly.
Golden dumpster.
Not a bit of suspension is off on this thing.
The car keeps going.
He makes it to the other side so easily. The army runs into a tree for some reason. Here's the problem, though, with this getaway. This is the most conspicuous truck we've ever seen.
It's the only one in the world.
Yes.
It's bright yellow.
The Universal Soldier truck was pretty conspicuous, too.
This is more so.
More so?
Yeah.
You could park that Universal Soldier truck, and people might think it's an apartment complex.
RV or something. Yeah, exactly.
No, apartment complex.
Puts it in plain sight in urban environments.
The south of France, 3 years later. Merci.
3 years later? What?
Yep.
What about the plutonium? What about Stavros?
Nah.
He just drove out of a warehouse and ran away from the military.
A woman with a bisexual butterfly tattoo on her shoulder hears a phone ringing.
I was wondering whether that was his shoulder or her shoulder.
Same thought too at first. He comes running out with either hair dye or shampoo in his hair. I don't know what's going on here.
He's dyeing his hair, which explains why he doesn't look so gray for the rest of the movie.
He didn't make it to the phone in time. Catherine, your damn cow was in my way.
It's not a cow, it's a swan.
How do you get those two confused?
That's how good her art is.
Whatever it is, it's in my way. In your way? And then she shoves him in the pool. And it reminded me of Jaws the Revenge.
Yep. She's a sculptor as well.
The unsatisfied wife and her artwork.
Oh, no. She's satisfied. Catherine.
Kath.
No, well, hold on.
They fucking constantly.
But this is also...
Hi, sweet Annie.
No, because he finger blasts her in the pool.
This scene?
Yeah.
Your swan is beautiful. You're beautiful.
Oh, not for long, yeah?
You still be sexy. A bit rounder and a bit softer.
Jack the baby. It's what we want now.
Of course.
In my notes, I called him Jacques Quinn, not Jack Quinn. And I wrote, hey, sweet Annie.
No, you guys are so wrong because at first I thought she was saying, hey, the baby, because he's about to finger her. And so she was worried about this baby inside me. He's about to go to town.
Zero tension between the two of these.
He never stops molesting her when he's around her.
He's only around her in this scene. Like one other scene.
No, they're in bed.
They're in bed later, but he's not molesting her.
Are you kidding me?
He hugs her a lot. He's hugging her constantly. Never kisses.
He's inside her.
Nope, no penetration.
You guys are so off on this.
This is a CT5 house, by the way. This is an amazing house.
Oh my God, this cottage? Whew.
The pool overlooking the water.
All of a sudden, a man is there.
Yep.
A muddy shoe.
Dipping his dirty ass handkerchief into the pool water.
Bonjour, Jacques.
You don't believe in front doors?
There's a back door, too.
You, of all people, should know that. And I said, tension?
She is looking at this guy like he once assaulted her. She is terrified of this guy. How did you find me?
Never lost you.
I retired.
Trying to get him out of retirement. His pregnant wife is concerned. You're a hunter, Jack. Admit it. You missed the game.
Did he used to hunt unhoused gentlemen in the Pacific Northwest?
No, because that was a retirement activity.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
This is quite the ass-on three-way that we have going on here.
Buckle up, because it's going to...
Oh, yeah.
It's not getting any better.
I have stats, guys. I have stats. Don't worry.
Analytics.
You don't get it. For me, it's personal. For you, it's politics.
Politics makes money. Brings you opportunities. Everything's politics. You want personal? I'll give you personal. Stavros is back. We want all his nasty exposition, names, clients, escape routes. We need you.
Escape routes?
Only guy who knows how he works, how he moves. We want you to come back for one last job. We've got a Delta team prep for you in Antwerp.
Delta Farce.
Face it, Jack.
This is the ultimate bar to get him.
You can't retire until he does.
Sold.
He starts a lot of sentences with the word come on.
Come on.
He says come on a lot. And so I named him Come On, thinking that he'd be around for the whole movie. I was wrong.
Come Cut to Rome. Asks if Quinn is really retired. The guy doesn't know. Maybe they go to plan B. The guy from the house gets in the car in broad daylight where a valet just dropped the car off. And immediately a man in the back seat has a gun on him, and it's Gabriel Cash's gun.
Gabriel Cash.
I like that gun. I knew I liked that gun.
You knew I'd like that gun.
7 minutes into this movie, and we are boasting an impressive 100% ass-on rate. Every single person who has appeared or had a speaking role is completely ass on.
You giving Mickey Rourke ass on?
I'm giving Mickey Rourke ass on at this stage.
Whoa.
Okay. It's a little tight in the rear. Move the seat up.
That's generally true of the CIA, isn't it? Banter.
Ass on banter.
They're driving. Stavros is talking to him. You bust a few drug cartels in third world countries. You testify in front of Congress. They make you deputy director.
Get to the point.
The point is you're nothing but a minor leaguer. You were only good for one thing. You got Quinn back in the game. That'll be challenging. Pull over. He just stops in the middle of the road.
Yep.
Pull over. There's a good pyramid right here. I want to walk away in front of that.
Says he left him a present.
Did he just crop dust? I left you a present as you get out the car. I'll be like, this motherfucker just farted.
It's a bomb on the back of the seat, counting down.
This bomb is at 57 seconds, 56 seconds. That is at 0. Why put a counter on it?
Well, it's French.
The bomb's upside down. Much like the ADA from Law Abiding Citizen, they can't lock you in your car.
Well, he's rigged it.
Riggs.
He's a rigger.
Whoa. Oh.
Rigger.
Thank you.
Rigger.
It's also C3, not C4.
This noise he makes is the opposite of the girl in Law Abiding Citizen. She does such a better job.
You guys doubted the man.
He walks away in slow motion, sunglasses on, smoking a cigarillo.
You can clearly see the explosion start outside and behind the car.
Absolutely.
Even though we know that the bomb is in the back seat. I do like this pyramid. Clip the other guys once again.
Oh my God, how do they walk away in movies without flinching when it explodes behind them? There's no way. I call bullshit on that. When they flew the Millennium Falcon outside of the Death Star and it was followed by the explosion, that was bullshit. Don't you dare badmouth Star Wars. That was all accurate. I need an MRI. I need an MRI.
All right, we're in Antwerp. There's a dancer in an aquarium?
It's a new peep show, guys.
Red light district.
Now, the old peep shows were tawdry, and you had to sit in a booth, and the booth opened up. You'd see this woman, and maybe she didn't even want to be there. The new peep show, scuba gear. Are you for scuba?
Are you guys for scuba?
I mean, this has approachable sexuality.
It does have this is Taffer's reimagining of the red light district.
I would love to see Taffer redo peep shows.
Taffer's red light district?
Oh my God. Peep show rescue?
This is a district that has a lot of history. 20,000 tourists a day come by here.
15,000 leather daddies a day.
Most of them hardworking Americans who are looking to yank it to some women in a booth.
What we need is a good cocktail program.
The snorkeler does a flip. The camera flips. JCVD is strolling through looking like a real narc.
He couldn't look more undercover.
Does not fit in. Then we get a quick flashback. His pregnant wife wants him back in 36 hours. I don't know if that's going to happen. They kiss some more.
He's inside her the whole time.
No, he's not.
100%.
There's zero.
If you're in a movie with JCVD, he is inside you every time.
The kiss is so passionless, and then he ends up just hugging her.
As he's inside her.
The person in the water tank, is that a woman?
No, I thought so at first, then not so much. He's looking for Yaz in the club, pulls back the curtain, and boys, let me introduce you to the Oakley.
Yes.
0.3s.
Thank you.
You still got them Oakleys?
I wanted to ask these Oakley shades.
These are Oakley shades right here.
Oakley shades.
I want to say these were about $100.
Really?
Crazy uncomfortable.
I would have thought they'd be a lot more.
Well, this is also like 97. I think these were special. I only saw them in black.
Oh.
Was Dennis Rodman an Oakley ambassador in the 90s?
Had to have been.
Michael Jordan did design, the Mars, so maybe Rodman rode that wave. I don't know.
The belly button tattoo that Dennis has was on the shoe, if you remember.
Yes.
On his signature shoe.
JCVD says, bet that hurt.
Whoa. I bet that hurt.
When you fell from heaven?
Rodman sticks out his tongue. That hurt. These hurt too. But I kind of like this one right here.
Who are you?
I'm the man.
You?
Yeah.
I hope you don't judge a person by the way he looks.
I hate that.
He stands up and he's wearing a see-through fishnet, deep V-neck, orange wife. You know what?
Think?
Somewhere, Russell Westbrook is leaning in and saying, you have my attention.
Who does your hair? Siegfried or Roy? The last guy made fun of my hair. He's still trying to put his head out of his ass. I don't want to know about your sex life. Homophobia. Well, this has been fun. Now, who in the hell are you? Jack Quinn. If you want to dance, ask me nicely.
This bad banter is out of control.
Bad banter? This is perfect banter. It's a mix of banter and TGT. It's a battle.
We're getting double teamed by banter and TGT. Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely, we're getting double teamed.
Supreme.
He just stood up, and I'm seeing that he's got purple snakeskin pants on.
Mm-hmm.
Who does your hair, Siegfried or Roy Bellamy? Reference.
Rodman grabs his hand when he says Jack Quinn. If you want to dance, ask me nicely.
Slaps his hand down on a table scanner to verify his identity. Damn, the legend walks. I heard you dropped out of the game, Jack.
September 10th, 1959. That's his birthday. Few years. Tough birthday.
Dennis goes up to the scuba diver's tank. They go into a backroom BDSM dungeon / armory.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Santa's workshop?
Santa's workshop?
Who's that?
Who's that?
Rudolph?
Rudolph Lundgren? I did a movie with him.
This person has a red and black leather outfit with actual CDs attached to the clothes?
Mm-hmm. Have to.
That's future.
I may not have reindeer, but I do have the best elves in the business. What? What's happening?
Christmas shopping for bad boys?
I don't play with the bad boys anymore. Reference!
He said it!
Banter, golden dumpster.
Only the good guys, baby. Rodman tells him what he needs, and he is shit so new, he doesn't even know he has it yet.
I like that line. I don't know why.
Then he shoots up a leather daddy mannequin with a machine gun.
Same note too, bro.
Excuse me. It's leather, buddy.
Why would you do?
Offense gets the glory,
but defense wins the game.
Trailer.
Reference?
It's going to be tough to not clip every single horrible line reading. The two of them together is the
combination
that I never knew was possible.
It's the worst back and forth we've ever had, right? By far.
Van Damme is fiddling with, I guess, what turns out to be a grenade. And by the way, grenades, 1,000% are a horseman. I will hear nothing else.
Explosions. Explosions.
Grenades specifically.
This is a grenade-ass movie.
Everybody has grenades. Every single person.
A baby's got one.
Yes. He's not exaggerating. If you haven't watched the movie, we'll get to it in a second. Rodman is saying, I take cash, gold, and then he looks at him holding a grenade like, did you open that? Yeah. Fire in the hole, takes it, chucks it. It explodes in this underground, subterranean, enclosed space.
Yeah.
Nobody's hurt, gets up and picks up where he left off. But I don't take personal checks. That's a 20 CB.
The explosion, a fireball shoots across the room and they all duck below it.
Zooms over the table right into the camera. And my rule here, you break it, you bought it.
Got it? Quinn takes the weapons in a case to his Delta team. Gentlemen, this is Delta 1. Forget you've ever seen him. What?
Okay.
Stephen Hawking's in a wheelchair in the corner.
I thought that's who Delta 1 was. Oh shit, who's this mystery man? Nope.
Mr. Ymir. Info that Stavros will surface nearby tomorrow. Scale Model Month is back as we have a map of an amusement park.
I love this.
Was I the only one who thought Mr. Ymir was a much bigger character than he ended up being?
Oh, you thought there would be a reason they showed him beyond this moment?
That he's in the shadows, that he's in a wheelchair.
I mean,
he's the puppet master. He's pulling strings. He's actually Stavros, and we didn't know. Nope. None of it.
I mean, once we did the plutonium mission in the opening scene, I had a feeling that we wouldn't be following up on a lot of shit. We saw no plutonium. We saw no Stavros.
They're going to be at an amusement park. Wayne wants to know who his Deadeye is. A blonde woman in a beanie turns around. That would be Miss.
God, the thick accent. Europeans try to speak English is the Louis Pinnock.
He absolutely had sex with this woman, and that's why she got a line in the movie. If you are a woman who got a line in a Van Damme movie, he had sex with you.
He said, kiss my balls.
Kiss my balls.
He slides a briefcase to her.
Why did he kick it over?
Just hand it to her.
She starts assembling a gun.
This is the type of trank gun that would shoot down a robotic T-Rex, just in case you were wondering.
It's been modified to shoot tranquilizer darts. Can you shoot a man at 100 yards with that?
With this, I can shoot the dick of a hummingbird.
He's like a snake. If you look into his eyes, he'll get you in the back.
What the fuck does that mean? I said, nigga, what?
I've never seen a snake do that. Not even an anaconda.
Well, he did it to the panther.
Well, he didn't look at him in the eyes. He gives the plan for getting Stavros. 2 darts will kill a man, 3 a rhino. They want this guy alive. So just one.
Why not just say 1 dart?
Only 1 dart, guys.
So he went to Yaz specifically to get this gun. Yaz has nothing to do with the Delta Force.
Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing.
He's a contact in Antwerp.
I had no idea. I kept waiting for him to show up on the hit.
Cut to the amusement park. Lots of rides. This Heineken robot drinking his ass off.
Oh, product placement.
There's a tiger in the cage. Mandalay Entertainment horseman?
Clip what? A fucking tiger?
I got that too.
I got that note later.
I called him Richard Parker.
Gwen is looking through my night vision goggles for Stavros. Delta 5 is in a clown costume. People stationed everywhere. This tiger's so ass off.
Question. What kind of insane person goes to an amusement park in torrential rain?
Stavros.
Stavros, I get it. He's got a drop going.
Oh.
I'm talking about all these paying customers.
Well, I mean, it's either that or the red light district. That's all you could do in town.
In Antwerp?
Those are the only two options. You can't take a kid to the red light district.
There's water everywhere here, man, from when I spit out.
You had a situation?
It went out my nose. I threw up and I almost peed on myself all at once.
Jesus Christ. And he's sober, folks.
Yeah.
All right. Quinn robotically says something's happening.
What does he see through the monocular? He sees some Arab women.
Does that ever come back?
Yes, he says keep an eye on them. And then we see them a little bit later surprised when shit's going down, and that's about it.
But nothing else happens with them.
No. Stavros is in a gray Mercedes, 3 men moving. JCVD's giving orders. Thinks it's way too easy. Deadeye Broad is ready to fire.
He knows it's not Stavros buying the hot dog. How? Well, Stavros, he's a lefty.
He's lefty.
And this guy's buying a hot dog with his right hand.
You can't do that.
Motherfucker, what?
No, Zach, see, he knows all of Stavros's nasty exposition.
Oh, okay.
This is why they need him.
Attention to detail.
That's not him. The driver. Find the driver.
There's going to be a scene later, Zach, where they bring this back up that Van Damme has next level attention to detail that even the best trained spies and counter-espionage people don't have.
He's no Jack Reacher, though.
No.
Well, I mean, he's not trying to fuck in a seedy hotel. Motel, sorry.
Now this woman approaches Stavros, a woman in a purple poncho. She's hiding something. It could be a bomb. My God.
You're hiding a child.
Film noir.
She's hiding a 6-year-old under her poncho?
Can't let the world see that.
The child is introduced to Stavros. And Mayes, you know what sound to play.
Who's that man?
I've never gotten stronger Who's That Man vibes in the history of Cinephobe than I did with Stavros meeting his son.
He takes a toy out of his pocket. He hugs the kid. Then he looks at the tiger, who gives him a clue. Are he and the tiger working together?
The Mandalay tiger tips him up. Richard Parker is in on it.
Stavros takes out his Gabriel Cash gun. Boom! Right through the scope of the Deadeye. Perfect shot.
He's the Deadeye.
Her eye is dead.
That's a great shot.
She died as she lived with her ass firmly planted on.
She starts sliding off the roof before JCVD can grab her. Stavros, what does he have, Amin? A grenade.
Yep.
And with the most generic sound effect, he tosses it, blows up the tower where Jean-Claude was. The clown yells at everyone to clear out. A man in a dog mask shoots him. Too late, clown boy.
TGT. Ladies and gentlemen, 16 and a half minutes into this movie, we have our first ass off. The clown dying slowly, like my man in Role Models.
The tiger flinches from the ricochet.
I wondered how they trained it to flinch.
This tiger trained at Juilliard.
Is it the same tiger?
Is that who Vanessa Carlton wrote the song about?
Yes. Absolutely. The tiger swiping this woman into a bullet is fucking incredible. This tiger's a terrorist.
I thought he was working with Stavros, and then he turns on him.
Maybe this tiger's jealous of how much time Stavros has been spending with his baby mama.
He checks on the woman. Kid's fine. She's dead. He grabs the kid, hugs him. Then he's got Brax vision.
Wild camera work happening right now.
What is this?
Freeze frames and zooms.
I thought the stream was lagging.
It definitely did not work as artistic filmmaking. Stavros shoots Norm's popcorn machine. How are there so many people with guns at this amusement park?
Everyone's got a gun.
Everybody got a gun.
Maybe that's why they all went. I mean, because they're all agents.
Antwerp is gun capital.
JCVD comes flying in. He knocks over a huge pile of Coke cans. Why are there so many Coke cans next to a Coke vending machine?
This old guy's restocking.
He slips on him.
The Coca-Cola does not thwart JCVD, but rather the opposite.
It helps him.
It aids him because that slippering motion allows him to build the momentum for that perfect swing kick.
Him turning that into a kick is some of the best body control we've seen since Paul Walker in Timeline.
Stavros isn't the only one with Brax vision from Jiu-Jitsu.
No.
Van Damme's got it too. He sees a guy shooting at him. He does some kind of break dance.
Ray gun. He ray guns his way into a handstand to dodge the bullets.
He ray guns his way into shooting this person called a dumpster.
Remember Ray gun?
When did Stavros' kid die?
Dude,
what?
He was using him as a human bulletproof vest.
He was alive when he got to him and the mom.
Yeah, he picked him up.
He was fine.
We cut back to him, and now all of a sudden the kid is over his shoulder. And that's when I realized, oh, the kid wasn't supposed to be alive. He's
Art.
Very, very, very ass on, yes.
Young Art. Yeah, okay, got it.
Stavros gets shot in the arm. He starts wrecking these statues. He tosses another grenade. Then he takes his dead son's toy back. Is he going to return it?
Does everyone have a pocket grenade in this movie? There's so many grenades falling around.
We get more shots of the tiger. They had the tiger for a day.
Good thing they keep cutting back to this tiger to let us know it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the tiger was going to break out the cage, and now we got to deal with grenades, guns, and a tiger. But no, Hawk Tui knew what to do.
I miss when grenades were a thing in movies. Little did I know. There are no more grenades in movies because they used them all in this movie.
JCVD is staggering around. There are still people enjoying the amusement park.
And the ride.
We've had multiple grenades, gunfire.
Hey, he's just strapped in. What are you going to do? You got to wait for the ride to end.
The people on the slide aren't strapped in, but Stavros is on a ride shooting a machine gun. JCVD runs up the toboggan slide. He's jumping over people like the crowd and sudden death.
Did he just fled? Stavros sneaks up on a security guard in a building, pulls him through one glass pane, then knocks him through another one on the opposite side. This guy is ass off, by the way, security guard.
Then he punches and kicks 2 more glass panes.
Unnecessary.
He hates this glass. Shattering glass, horseman.
I do like the idea of pulling someone through the glass and then throwing them back through a separate glass.
The toy is stuck in the doorway of the building. That's how Quinn knows he's there.
Like Hansel and Gretel.
Jack Quinn is wearing a Taffer jacket.
Oh, yes.
I've literally seen Taffer wear this jacket.
It's like a plaid peacoat.
Yep.
Lights go out in the building. He's just walking tall and out in the open in this hallway of glass. We hear beeping, body stuck in elevator doors. Stavros starts shooting at him. He ducks out of the way. Oh shit, they're in a hospital nursery?
Yep.
This whole time, I thought they were in some abandoned office building or something like that.
This is a hospital?
Maternity ward.
Where there are no doctors, no nurses.
Well, he killed them all.
They didn't pay for the power bill. The lights aren't even on in here.
Well, no, he turned the lights off.
He killed them all and he turned the lights off.
He killed all the doctors and nurses?
Yeah.
The 2 that were there.
There were 2 people working in the maternity ward of a hospital.
Not anymore. He shattered another glass window. JCVD puts his head right down in broken glass. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
His mother told me that his favorite thing in the world used to be when he'd go riding his little pony on the weekends.
His mother. Notice that. It's clearly a baby mama. He did not get married.
He loved riding that little horse. Little horse gonna miss my boy.
Little horse gonna miss my boy. My little boy is 6 years old, mister. I said, okay, now he's ass off.
Absolutely.
When I'm watching this scene, I began to realize this idea that you have a baby and then we take this baby and put it in a room with a bunch of other babies, that's super 20 CB. You know they don't do that anymore.
I don't know.
The baby is born and then the baby is kept in the room where the mother is until you're discharged. Unless they're like an ICU. I thought maybe it was a NICU unit, but no.
A what unit?
NICU.
I love niggas, all right?
Nope.
I'm a professional, Quinn. I've killed a lot, but most of the bastards I killed deserve to die.
Is Quinn hiding behind babies?
He sure is.
Now that makes it personal, mister. This mister thing. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Quinn gets up quickly, jumps through a glass window into another room.
Shattering glass.
Launches himself through these glass windows.
Dolph style.
Like LeVar Arrington trying to get over the line to sack the quarterback.
Like Bobby Boucher.
Yes, just like Bobby Boucher. And then Stavros wildly shoots up a maternity ward.
Yep.
Correct.
What?
Dives while firing. The chair is empty now. So JCVD bursts through another window.
Another one?
With more slow motion glass shattering.
What?
Shattering glass putting up 30 points in the first quarter.
He kicks Stavros in the face.
Tackles him. They're both on the ground, kicking him, throwing cribs and bassinets at each other. There's no babies in here, though. Stavros' hair is slicked back real good.
Sure is.
Real good, yeah.
He punches the shit out of JCVD, and we get some phenomenal JCVD taking punches faces.
Punches him into the back window where there is a baby sitting right there.
Shatters glass.
All over this incubator. They fight into another room. Stavros throws another bassinet. It turns the lights on. Stavros rolls a baby at him. He left a grenade in this bassinet?
Sure did.
You can't say all these people deserve to die when I killed them and then try to blow up a baby.
Look at this photograph. What in the World War II grenade is this? That is not a modern grenade. By Vietnam, we phased these out.
I've seen that in Call of Duty, the early Call of Duty games. You throw that grenade.
He tosses it into the elevator. We get another enormous explosion as JCVD tries to wheel the baby away. It burns his back.
Boys, I know it's a crowded field. We can lock up ass on. It's the grenade.
I'm a big D-Rod fan, so I don't know.
That grenade is so ass on. It's a drawing. It doesn't explode. It breaks apart, and then there's an explosion behind it.
It disassembles.
Yeah.
And then there's an explosion that comes up.
The explosion fucks up Quinn. He collapses on the floor bloodied. Screen fades to white. Cut to a jumbo liner flying in the air. Quinn wakes up in a ward. Screen turns on as he wakes up. There's a baby on the screen.
20 CB screen, Lawnmower Man graphics.
We get a little recap position. Who JCVD is.
Picks of him growing up.
Look at this photograph. Every time I do, it makes me laugh.
Austin Powers, JCVD.
Jean-Claude Van Damme right there. That's what that is.
I didn't think that was him. I was like, there's no way that's him with the glasses.
That's 100% him.
That's him.
The voice says Quinn had an opportunity to get Stavros, but he escaped.
You went soft.
Did this recording break the fourth wall with JCVD?
Soft agents are a liability.
Only at night.
But because of your skills, you've been assigned to the colony.
No!
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 If you fail to cooperate, Mr. Quinn, you have an alternative. Nerve gas is quite painless, but effective. But why bother? You're dead already. At least that's what your wife and the rest of the world have been told. If you wish to live, just put your thumbprint on the scanner next to the TV.
There's your fingerprint.
There's a countdown. He does it at 2. Identity confirmed. He throws the TV across the room.
Making it spark and shatters the glass.
Yeah, shatter glass.
Is this plot lift off?
Not yet.
He opens the door.
He's using one crutch.
Blinded by the bright light of the outside world.
Even though there's a lot of ambient light coming into this apartment.
Alex Goldsmith pulls up on a golf cart.
This guy is oddly blonde.
Well, it's not oddly blonde, Zach. It's someone who's got white hair who dyed their hair blonde for some reason. I was blown away, as we always know. You guys know the cast. I don't. So I was like, that's Belloc from Raiders of the Lost Ark. Like, oh, I love this guy.
JCVD calls him the tax man.
Yeah.
Never explains it. Never calls him tax man again. I call him tax man the entire movie.
You were killed 6 years ago.
Maze, this is excellent introsposition.
I don't need to know why he's the tax man.
That kind of nickname, plus you were supposed to be dead 6 years ago. I already know this dude's a badass right here.
God, it's been 6 years already? Oh, well. Climbing the golf cart. Friends are waiting to meet him. Look at this photograph. This is going to be a snacky meme for sure.
Thick headband, crutches, staggering around.
A lot of horribly balding men.
Because he took an explosion to the back?
I guess so.
That's what caused all this?
Yeah, it blew his back out. You died in Lebanon. Beirut, actually.
What?
Everybody. All agents. Or ex-agents.
That's like saying you died in Illinois. Chicago, actually.
Taxman says they're too valuable to kill and too dangerous to set free.
And then a jacked blonde man pulls himself out of the pool by the diving board.
What the fuck?
That's Stahl? This is his swimming outfit? CT5 outfits.
Holy shit.
He's got a mesh tank top.
That's a CT5 belt for sure.
Belt with 6 massive buckles on it.
Where do you unbuckle?
Decathlon float bands.
Well, he's got weights to work out. Those are weights.
And teeny tiny spandex short shorts.
Zach, do you know who Steve Bullpit is?
Boston? Yeah.
He looks like Steve Bullpit.
100%. That's an amazing call. You finally got one.
This is the most European looking person I've ever seen in my entire life.
Stahl Bullpit.
People are going to Google Steve now.
Welcome to the colony. The bingo on the board. Stahl Bullpit says, Quinn.
Oh, they have history.
Stahl.
Taxman holds up his hand to stop him from attacking Quinn. Stahl extends his hand for a handshake.
Proceeds to whoop his ass. They break it up and say, this violence is not approved. And I said, all right, we're about 98% ass on for this movie so far.
Stahl's got a sort of burned face, I guess.
I thought I killed him in Tuzla. See, guys, I don't know if you know this, but they're all agents and they've been around the world. So they name a different city for every occurrence that could have happened.
And by around the world, you mean around Europe?
Europe. Just Bosnia.
That's where the shit goes down, man. Come on.
Bosnia and Lebanon.
I'm beginning to realize what this colony is. It's a place where all of these agents who are presumed to be dead are now living here.
Exposition.
What an incredible sausage fest.
Oh.
They're making it seem cool. Oh, there's a pool. We have golf carts.
Misogyny.
Oh, well, gonna go in a different direction. But yes, misogyny. We're all the female agents. Good job, Zach.
Where were you going?
I gotta hang out with these dudes all day?
God damn, 5 dudes? Oh my God, 5 dicks? Damn!
It's a lot more than 5 dudes.
Go to your solitary confinement bungalow. You'll be fine.
That's what I wanted to do.
If you're wondering if Coca-Cola was going to be the only product placement, no.
No, sir.
We've got Omega watches.
They all have to wear the watch at all times. It's part pager, part timer. It's a smartwatch.
Lets you know where to be and how long. Hear it, and you must respond. He shows his reflection at the face of the watch. There's so many weird close-ups in this movie.
Yeah.
That's filmmaking, Zach. I don't know what you're talking about.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
That's what Michael Giacchino was all about? Got it.
I'm just saying that's my man Hak Tua.
That's how you feel?
Hak Tua came from China to do this shit, to teach you Philistines how to make movies.
Cut to the dome roof closing. Must be a rainy day.
D-Rod only makes movies with observatories in it.
More exposition. Think tank linked to every law enforcement database in the world. They analyze incidents.
Walk and talks position.
Recommend responses to client governments. Last line of defense against global terrorism, and nobody knows they exist.
Great. So it's the Secaucus of international terrorism.
Yes, it is.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
We do get a massive hologram projection of the globe. There's various picture-in-picture windows, wreckage of a 747 from SFO to Seoul.
I asked, is this the Malaysian Airlines flight?
Oh.
Image generator interpreting signals from the crash site.
White House says that this was a global air tragedy. Everybody died on the flight. CIA reporting the plane was down by North Koreans in an unprovoked and deliberate terrorist attack, and the Koreans denied responsibility.
John Crutch Van Damme struggles into his seat. He gets his stethoscope headphones. Stahl is mean mugging him from his right. They have to keep one hand on the scanner at all times.
It's like those treadmills now or those elliptical machines. You put your hand on those sensors and they can read your heart and tell you how you're doing. That's what this is.
It feels like having to have your hand on the scanner at all times is very inconvenient. If they want to make sure that you're there, I feel like there's other ways, other sensors they could have done.
This place is only focused on fingerprints and hands. They haven't figured out how to do like a heart monitor or anything that they could attach to you.
What about guys like Zach who are left-handed? What do they do? Because they're making them scroll and type and do all that shit with their right hand. So what if you're left-handed?
Like Stavros?
Well, if I put my glasses on and then I one-hand type, yeah, I am more left-handed than right.
But it's your offhand, though.
Yeah, it's tough.
This is the peak of 20CB technology. So many monitors. We got a visor and headset that comes down in front of the tax man's face.
But only the tax man. Nobody else has that technology.
Well, he's the head honcho. So he gets the VR lawnmower man vision.
I did wonder if that was an Oakley visor. I was looking for the O on the side.
Same note, too.
It looks just like Jim Gennard's house. Shout out to Jim Gennard.
Somebody's vital signs start beeping. It's because Jack took his hand off the scanner. They need to know his ability to analyze and interpret data during times of crisis from his hand. This is the colony's reason to exist, Jack. We see a frame-by-frame satellite shot of the plane exploding. They intercept a transmission from the cockpit's voice recorder, and all of a sudden there's a purple blob that hits the plane.
Yeah.
As some sort of advanced Korean technology weapon. Not going to come back to that at all. Don't worry about it.
Van Damme rewatches the press conference from the White House, slows it down, super slow motion.
His lane is covering something up. He must know something about the shoot-down.
Shoot-down is an incredible turn of phrase.
He calls it a shutdown, even though it is a shoot-down.
Yeah, he knows he's lying. And guess what? He got it right.
Taxman pulls up satellite images. Again, freeze frame. They find a shadow.
Bingo. An AWAC.
No, an F4 Weasel.
Now they're looking at the ocean under the colony.
Underwater lasers. Lasers. Starting 1 meter below the surface, interlocking lasers destroy anything they contact. The lasers don't get you, the undertow will. They've thought of everything, Jack.
No one ever escaped? No one?
No one. Last one to try was a chap named Bryce. This was before the lasers were installed. Poor fellow didn't survive 48 hours. His guardian took care of him. Each resident is assigned a guardian. Never know who he is. It's the guardian's job to observe his assignment's attitude, behavior, production, that sort of thing. If a resident escapes, the guardian is sent to terminate him.
How did you hide this place for so long?
masking devices. We're virtually invisible.
Stahl is being a cuck O'Leary.
Big time.
And is that a statue of Stahl next to him?
No.
Roman Stahl.
That's the same person.
It's not a statue of Stahl. Come on.
What are you talking about? Look at that photograph. That's the same person.
It looks a lot like him.
855 NBA jump if you think that's Stahl.
Let me get this straight. So there are no hoes even imported in. There's just none. I got to work and live with a bunch of dudes, half of whom hate me. Man, just kill me already.
Did you mean broad?
Oh, no, I could say hoes. Because in this case, broads, not to be funny, broads is a broad term.
Not to be funny, yeah.
Hoes are a very specific subset of broads. Every hoe is a broad, not every broad is a hoe.
Not every hoe is a broad.
Yes.
Wow, that's not very 2024 of you, ally.
Back to JCVD's wife looking sad by the pool in the rain. Phone rings. She is drenched and whimpering.
She's whimpering and sobbing before the phone even rings.
Call from a woman at an art gallery in Rome. Wonderful news.
It's a call from a Teddy Rex broad.
This is by design, though. She won't let her talk at all.
Hey, no. And she asks her a question, and she, I don't know.
She's like, bitch, get over here. You're going to come to Rome. We got your exposition right here. Exhibition.
Oh, broad.
Plane ticket by messenger in the morning, 20 CB. That's the most 20 CB shit we've ever had. A plane ticket by messenger?
Paper tickets, man. That was a shit.
Paper tickets. That's how you had to do it.
You have to have that.
Next day, big plane coming through the colony. His watch goes off saying he has 5 minutes to check in at his cottage. He barely makes it in time. Keep in contact until they're cleared.
This system seems unhinged.
Yes.
If you don't check in, you're fucking gonna get killed?
Yes.
They're trying to make sure you don't try to escape.
They need everybody in the house.
It seems like a very complicated system.
But it is a system.
You want to send Taffer to the colony?
There's only one speedwell for this cargo drop-off, so that is a problem. We need more of those.
How do you know whose order everything is?
JCVD slowly moves a cigarette box through the air, dumps one cigarette out into the ashtray.
That's the plane?
Yes. Is he miming the airplane outside with that?
But blindly, how does he know what's happening?
The cargo plane dropped the care package. The water lasers are disabled. Then he flips the cigarette up in the air and catches it in his mouth.
That's a badass move.
They take boats out to pick up the care package. All these boatmen have matching striped shirts and pants.
So they have staffers who work the colony. Do they get to leave? Do they get hosed?
Asking the important questions. Then another plane picks up the care package?
Because they have stuff going out.
Laundry. Someone's got to take the dirty laundry out.
Laundry, yeah.
And mail, outgoing mail. Too.
It's a laundry pickup and drop off?
Now, guys, I wonder if any of this might lead to a potential escape at some point. Probably not, right?
I hope it does, but should it? If he's in his cottage, how does he know what happens outside?
Well, he does have Brax vision.
Oh.
He puts a paper calendar with 3 months of calendar on the wall, writes Happy B-Day Butterfly on one of them.
For a whole week?
Important stuff.
A week?
This is Waz.
Yep.
This is
It is.
birthday week.
Waz week.
Back to Rome. Butterfly has arrived. She meets Maria, who oddly grabs her arm.
Ominous music. All these English accents are so bad.
She tries to explain it's only been 4 months since her husband.
4 months?
This Maria woman could not give a shit about her dead husband. Time to open a new chapter in your life. Tonight, you'll be meeting the gallery owner. He's been waiting a long time to meet you.
A long time.
A long time.
Mit and tendon. Another sunset at the colony. JCVD is doing his own physical therapy. He's stretching his legs out in the doorway in tiny gray shorts. He's really exploring the space.
Mm-hmm.
He hangs by his ankles, doing crunches.
Does this count as a splits?
No, this is not the splits. This is a high kick.
But it's almost.
I thought he was warming up to do the splits, but then he didn't.
So did I, yeah.
He's using marks on a cigarette to time how long he can hold his breath.
That's smart. This is a montage now.
And we're gonna need a montage.
Lord Doorway, Cirque de Van Damme. He's been marking off a fuckload of days on the calendar.
These sound effects as he does his rotations while he's stretching and doing gymnastics.
Insane.
Yeah.
So is that 4 months of physical therapy right there?
I think so.
That's what a montage is for, boys. That's what the calendar was for.
Ah, damn.
To let us know the passage of time.
Back to the think tank arena. They try to figure out where Stavros is getting funding from. They anxiously await his analysis of the event. Nobody has claimed responsibility. We're in Barcelona. They're wondering if the Algerians have been flexing muscle recently or if they can even afford this.
Can't afford Stavros.
The tax man recognizes all the earmarks of a Stavros operation, all the makings, all the trimmings, all the earmarks. JCVD zooms in on some graffiti on the wall. Cue, I have your butterfly, with a drawing of it.
This is liftoff, right?
This is plot liftoff.
Everybody hold on to your buds.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Ask him what he thinks. He says copycat the exact same way Banderas says chit chat. I need them side by side.
It's not Stavros. It's a copycat.
Say the chit chat for someone else, please.
Okay. Chit chat. Haven't heard that word for a long time. Chit chat.
He's focused in on the graffiti. She's with Stavros now. Taxman explains to Quinn he also had his chance at Stavros and he failed. He is the taxman's last unpaid debt.
Yes, he is.
Now he's running around loose and I'm stuck on this rock. You are our last great hope. Last one's still playing the game. Who was good enough to get him?
He calls Stavros a scallywag, and Mayes, I want you to clip Project Pat Chicken Head.
Chicken head. Bald head, scallywag. Ain't got no hair in bag.
I am going to start implementing kiss my balls.
Kiss my balls.
And scallywag into my lexicon. I have to.
Walk, walk, chicken, chicken, walk, walk.
They say that Stavros did dirty work for all agencies around the world. It's ironic, really. When he was our ally, he was considered heroic. Why? When? What did he do?
It's a great question.
Now he works for someone else.
He's a turned asset, basically. The exposition here is that the CIA was using this dude and he was doing all types of shit on their behalf and everything was cool.
Yeah.
It's a message, honestly, what it is. It's a big message about how this world of espionage and terrorism, one day they're on your side and they're cool, and the next day they're not, they're terrorists.
Message!
Stavros sold the swan. He took the liberty of doubling the price.
My husband loved that swan. Did he?
He thought it was a cow.
Your husband has CTE. That's why he thought the swan was a cat.
Cut to a montage of Quinn tearing parts of his bed to lift up a bucket of rocks with his legs. Some real training montage music as well.
Yeah, he's created his own workout system. Can do kicks with resistance training. He spills the rocks everywhere. And we get a very odd camera angle as he's grunting in the mirror.
He is humping this bathtub into the air.
He has a watch on, which I forgot about the whole pager thing, but why does he need the cigarette to measure the passage of time when he has a watch?
I don't think he can use the watch. It beeps at him when there's a plane and gives him 5 minutes.
That's it. So it's just a pager.
I don't even think it has time on it.
He's pouring water into a mousetrap board game contraption involving a Coke bottle.
He's made a Rube Goldberg machine. He slices his thumbprint off with a scalpel.
Activate that daisy chain, boys.
Puts it on an eraser. Where did he get a scalpel?
Great question.
The amount of things that they have available to them in the colony.
Well, it's not a prison. It's just a colony.
They don't have a gym?
No, he can't leave his room.
But they've got scalpels.
I would have been down to spend more time at the colony.
Absolutely.
They have the pool. I would have been down to see a little more leisure time. It's unclear.
I wouldn't mind this movie going 145 just so we get some time at the colony. Here comes a cargo plane. He's feeding the contraption water to activate it. He's up on the edge of the cliff as the plane comes in.
His Rube Goldberg machine works perfectly.
It puts the print to the scanner.
That works perfectly.
Is this possible? Can you do this with your thumb? Can you shave off?
I don't know. Try it.
The thumbprint?
He wraps a rope around him, throws the watch into the water, takes a leap, screams the entire way down. So this is not a stealth operation.
Where did he get the rope and chain?
I don't know.
I feel like they invested all this money into infrastructure when a simple perimeter sensor should have been pretty doable.
He hits the water as the laser goes away.
Perfect timing.
We get some weird piano music here. He's underwater on the little dock they used to grab the cargo. As he's attaching a chain to the platform underwater, someone comes up and puts a plastic bag on his head.
Yeah.
Golden dumpster. The concept of him having this mission that only he planned, didn't talk about anyone. Still having someone sneak up on him.
And you know who it is?
Cutco Stahl.
Stahl.
Oh, that was Stahl.
Yeah.
He then steals the oxygen tank, kicks Stahl away. He takes a hit of the nitrous. He's back on the platform. He gets back to it. He chains it. The plane comes in to grab the cargo going out. He gets out of the water just in time as the lasers come back in.
Zach, he breaks through the bottom of the raft.
He kicks through it.
Underwater.
Grabs onto the care package just as the plane picks it up. So you're saying that this is one package comes in, a different package goes out?
Yes.
I thought it was the same package. I thought they were doing a transfer.
They swap them.
Okay.
It's a swap meet.
Is it the same plane or is it two planes?
It's the same plane. It drops one off and then picks up the other one and then it leaves.
I think it circles around, yeah.
Okay.
Them lasers turned on and blew that dude to smithereens, man.
Stahl is gone.
He gets popped.
Quinn's doing some incredible green screen hanging off the cargo, flapping in the air.
Hanging on for dear life. The plane's letting it dangle.
The weirdest close-ups.
Spies Like Us G-force action.
Yeah.
On his face.
He throws a guy into the cargo, asks if he has a parachute. He does, and he kicks him off.
Now, why would you answer that?
CT5 respectful hero.
If he says no.
You don't know that.
I know that. You know why? He doesn't ask the other guy. He just throws his ass.
Well, because he knew at that point they have parachutes.
That guy might not have had a parachute.
He kicks the shit out of the other guy. Third guy throws him on the cargo. He then flips him off with his legs.
Slide tackle the guy with 650 years of knowledge.
Grabs the gun, points at the pilots. The weirdest ADR. Gentlemen,
yes,
fasten your seatbelts.
Make sure your tray tables are in their upright lock position. Oh shit, is he about to tell us that this is plot liftoff?
Airplane banter, Jean-Claude style.
Taxman's checking out Quinn's room, sees the contraption he put together.
Crazy sunglasses.
And guess what? He's his guardian.
Disembodied voice. Who's his guardian? And I said, mind your business, that too.
Yeah, he hides it. He's got 72 hours to go kill him.
He covers his watch up. Back in Antwerp, Rodman is wearing
D-Rod
fuchsia leather crocodile print pants, a shimmery silver top.
It's the same outfit.
Same pants.
It's the same outfit, Maze.
Different top. He did switch the top out, but the pants are exactly the same.
Upon further review, they are definitely different types of pants. The first pair is more purple and has a weird orange trim crotch outline. The second pair is definitely leather and has some drawstrings on it. Does the silver top have fake abs carved into it? You bet your ass it does. Guns the engine on his yellow Ducati Monster 900.
Exposition.
But JCVD is holding up the back wheel so he can't leave. Buh. Buh. Buh.
Damn, where'd you come from?
Heard they made you disappear.
I need the merchandise.
Sorry, I'm closed for the night.
JCVD shoots the lock off the door. You're open now?
You're open now.
Double team by TGT and banter.
Rodman starts wrestling him. Quinn kicks him through the door. They land on the floor. D-Rod just laughs and says, "Let's talk."
They fight briefly and then all good.
Is it weird that we're more than halfway through the movie and they're just now linking up? Is that weird?
No.
Okay.
I need some mean toys. I got something new here you're gonna love. It'll make you the baddest boy on the block. Guaranteed.
Can you fly a plane like a bird? And I said, so that's a no?
I also have a master's in civil engineering.
But then he starts talking like Hulk Hogan. My ass is staying on the ground, brother.
Zach, we need another Oakley identification.
These are the regular zeros. These are not the 0.3s with the blue.
Having a sale on new gas grenades. You bring cash?
I'll pay you later.
Dennis is so bad, he makes JCVD almost seem good.
He's perfect. Oops, I just declared a 7-day cooling off period. Thank you very much.
You know, I'm good for it.
Sorry, brother.
He's not wearing drawers, by the way, when he tucks the gun in.
And we know this because they zoom right up on it. It says dead men don't get credit.
You out of the game.
He offers him 3 CIA bank account numbers. When he gets the merchandise, he'll give him the access codes.
I don't know, man. I look at you. I see nothing but trouble. And I said, future Cinephobe.
What the hell?
But then he goes on to say, I kind of like trouble. And I said, future Cinephobe. Wait, that's, I love trouble. Sorry.
Cut to them in a tiny plane.
What do you mean, no parachute? My creation is better than a parachute.
They're arguing about whether it'll work or not.
He delivers it the exact same way as young Frank Dukes. And I think we need to apologize to young Frank Dukes.
What kind of a deal?
I've thought about this before. Is young Frank Dukes
the greatest actor of our generation?
Yes. Did he sit down and spend time around JCVD and said, you know what? In order to be consistent, I've got to do it this way.
They're arguing about whether it'll work or not. You die, you get a full refund. Trust me.
So they push each other out. They get to each other in the air.
He yells, I'm gonna murder you. And that's an odd choice of words.
Rodman says, give me a hand. How about the foot?
Oh, this banter is roaring. Now they grab onto each other.
Is that the best you can do? Let's try something else. That's love, baby. Tension?
And then a basketball inflates around them.
That's all it is.
Now that's what I call hang time.
What? Basketball analogy?
Clip Cuervo Jones.
Basketball. 2 hoops. Full court. 2 points for a basket.
No three-point bullshit.
Okay, so this thing's going to bounce off the ground and it's going to look cool or whatever. Maybe even lands into some giant receptacle. Nope.
Cut to the basketball rolling on the ground.
Slowly rolls and they cut their way out of it. And Rodman's pissed for some reason.
Calls him nuts. You're crazy, man. Crazier than my hairstylist.
Reference?
Not a reference because his hair has been changing constantly from scene to scene.
No, I know, but that was always the talk of Rodman is his hair is crazy. And so I'm like, is he fourth wall?
But he's got crazy hair too.
Yeah.
Self-awareness.
At least he has crazy hair in the movie. He doesn't play basketball in the movie.
Not once.
So these basketball references are for what?
Did you test it? I don't need to test it. I built it.
Okay, so D-Rod only makes movies with observatories and unorthodox ways of floating through the air.
And one more thing, but we'll get to it a little bit later.
JCVD said, see you back at the shop? Bro, you just jumped out of a plane.
Yeah.
In southern France. What do you mean, see you back at home?
Quinn rolls up to his cottage. Lights are on. Woman with the baby. He creeps around the back.
There is no surer way to give your wife a heart attack than to creep into the house at night dressed in all black when she thinks you're dead.
Well, that's not her.
We'll get to that note later.
Daddy leaves the baby and he creeps through to find a doll in a bassinet with a bomb ticking down.
Film noir. And I laughed my ass off.
He flips away, is completely enveloped in flames from this explosion.
Mm-hmm.
Not even a dusting of soot on him.
He's the unburnt.
Truck tries to run him over. He jumps off a chair and over it. Not quite so Action Jackson.
Shattering glasses, back, bunch of henchmen firing at him out of nowhere.
He's out in the open, not dodging. They're just missing.
Yes.
The golden dumpster is that the baby is a bomb and they've been waiting on his ass the whole time.
Yes.
Now, this is the part where I thought Stavros has either a mole or an inside man on the colony.
He just knows Jacques Quinn so well. He knows what he's going to do.
He's had people ready.
Yeah.
Waiting.
He took the butterfly.
Out of nowhere, this entire cottage explodes because a truck hit it.
It was the biggest fucking fireball in the movie, I thought, at least so far. Him diving in the pool in slow motion in front of this fireball.
This green screen is incredible. Did he just land on top of the water like it's a bed? Oh, there's a pool floaty.
There's a pool floaty that he dived on.
I didn't notice that at first. I was like, is he Jesus?
Is he Jesus?
Jesus Claude Van Damme?
I thought he was diving in the water to get away from the fire. He's doing it so he can turn and shoot the gun.
No, he's firing at the goons. None of these guys hit him while he's underwater reloading.
And he pops back up, gets out and rolls. He's killing henchmen with his Gabriel Cash gun.
He's killing them very slowly.
This nanny woman.
She's ass off.
Zach, you asked about the soot and how it didn't get on him?
Yeah.
Apparently she caught
it. Was all on her.
She got it all.
She looks like a Looney Tunes character.
She looks like fucking Yosemite Sam. Bugs just put his finger in the barrel of the gun. It shoots and it just blows up in his face.
Absolutely.
Holy shit.
Did they not tell her that the baby was going to detonate?
No, she knew.
I'm unclear about her role because she also has a gun.
Clearly she didn't.
She's setting him up.
She's definitely setting him up, but maybe she got Stockholm Syndrome for taking care of the bomb baby.
Commitment to the bit?
He won't shoot her?
No. He freezes.
She starts firing. She runs out of bullets. She's about to throw another fucking grenade.
Yes.
He kills her with his eyes closed because he respects women. Grenade lands in the pool. Massive explosion, geyser.
This green screen jumping out of the way shot.
That's the picture I sent.
That pool is toast.
JCVD is crouching in the field as debris rains down on him. We get more explosion and water falling in slow motion.
There's way more water in the air than there was in that pool.
Absolutely. Walks up to a car in the middle of the road. There's a Stavros tape being played.
Having the same message on repeat is very smart.
Yeah.
Baby due tomorrow. Car's a bit bumpy. Wouldn't take it. Glad you can still play. Check into the Hotel Nirvana in Rome.
Plays his baby's heartbeat.
How long has that car been there?
I told you about the crazy girl I dated who broke into my apartment and put a song on loop.
No.
The donuts girl. I've told you the donut story where she donated my house.
Oh, yes.
So same girl. Before I lived in the house, I lived in this apartment with someone I worked with at Oakley. And so I guess she came over one day.
Hold on. You had an Oakley bro house?
Yeah. Me and Dan.
You and your roommate both worked at the Oakley.
Shout out to Dan Bailey.
Did you have Oakley posters everywhere?
He would sit in his room and play World of Warcraft.
Oh, wow.
That's all he did.
And sold Oakleys.
His room smelled so bad because he was overweight.
Was he good at selling Oakleys?
No. He was good. He could sell. I think he became a lead.
So if he were here, he could do the same thing that you do.
Oh, yeah. He knew this shit inside and out. I think he became a lead. He worked there longer than I did.
Your sensei? Is he your Terry Silver?
No, I'm his Terry Silver. So I was at work. I was working at Oakley.
Uh-huh.
He was home. He wasn't on shift. And so she comes over, knocks on the door. He opens it. Hey, Zach said I could drop something off. And he's like, I thought you guys weren't together anymore or whatever. Barges in, goes into my room, closes the door.
It's not really breaking in. I just want to put that out.
He didn't invite her in.
She's not a vampire.
Well, I don't know.
She could She sure could soak.
She brought brownies or cupcakes or something. She put them on a plate on the bed with a note explaining she was sorry for whatever craziness she had just done. Then she logged into my iMac and played on loop.
You gave her the login?
No, I don't know how she did it. She broke into my computer for sure. And she played 03 Bonnie and Clyde on loop for hours. I asked Dan, because he was home, I was like, you didn't hear this song forever? He goes, oh, I put my headphones on so I didn't have to hear it. What? Let's go in and turn this shit off. Threw the cupcakes away because I figured they were laced with something. But yeah, that's my loop story. What a time. Shout out to Donuts.
All I need in this life is sin. It's me and my girlfriend. Me and my girlfriend.
Down the ride to the very end. It's me and my boyfriend.
That's right. All I need in this life is sin. It's me and my girlfriend. Me and my girlfriend.
Down the ride to the very end. It's me and my boyfriend. Me and my boyfriend.
Talk to me.
If I was your girlfriend, I'll be there for you. If somebody hurt you, even if it's somebody was me.
That's how.
Yeah.
Picture on the windshield of the hotel. There's a goon on the other side of the car. He's about to shoot Quinn. And then he gets grabbed and thrown into the side of the car.
D-Rod to the rescue.
Oops. Don't spoil the paint job. It's D-Rod.
TGT?
TGT banter, double team.
D-Rod is just protecting his investment. Little too dangerous for him. Is this the first time that Jean-Claude Van Damme has been called dude in a movie?
Oh.
Why do you say that?
Because he usually writes on these movies.
I feel like D-Rod introducing dude into the Jean-Claude-verse is a first.
Yeah.
Ray Jackson never said dude?
Ray Jackson's not dropping dudes.
Call him brother.
It's a hard R there.
Or dukes. It's because he's calling them dukes.
Oh, Dukes. Yeah.
Not dude, but Dukes. Dukes.
Young Frank dude.
Need transportation to Rome. He's got connections in this area. Cut to him in an orange spandex hoodie.
Hours and hours later.
It's broad daylight now.
Yet another pair of Oakleys, Zach.
0.3 is just fire lens.
Oh, you just switched the lenses out?
Those weren't swappable lenses or easy to swap lenses.
Different pair. Got it.
You still got them, Oakleys?
Steals this tiny car and pokes his head out the roof.
I told you, if they can make it, I can steal it. Why didn't you steal something bigger? I figure you want something to blend in.
Please cut in Marissa Tomei from My Cousin Vinny.
You stick out like a sore thumb around here.
Me? What about you?
I fit in better than you. At least I'm wearing cowboy boots.
Oh, yeah, you blend.
So that explains your clothes. What's wrong with my clothes? You look like a carrot with earrings. Damn bicycles. Get out of the way. You're blocking the lane.
I laughed. Golden Dumpster.
Taxman is tracking them on an Alpine Monitor primitive GPS using a car phone that tells him Kath is at the Hotel Regina. Splendid. We've got a game going.
Why did he steal that car?
Because it's comedy.
Because his instinct was fiat or flight.
Wouldn't...
Wow.
No, that's no good.
Wow.
Come on.
No.
Fiat or flight?
Don't say it quieter to yourself.
What's going on with these finger puppets? Are they fucking?
Definitely will be filled by penises at some point in the day.
This is about as Roman exposition as we get. There's pigeons scattering, which is briefly a horseman in this scene.
Rodman is in a draft night suit.
It shocked the shit out of me that he was wearing a suit.
I don't think I've ever seen him in a suit before.
Me neither. And I can't confirm this, but I think this is a Louis Pinnock for the doorman. You come to the... Yes, I come to the back of the hotel. We have a bellman to meet you.
Package for Mr. Quinn. Oh, I got you right here.
That guy's not Italian.
D-Rod picks up an envelope for Jean-Claude, starts playing keep away. Well, it's not a bomb. Jumps up and rips it out of his hand.
Wonders if it's access codes.
D-Rod is mad that JCVD has been lying to him. He bets the colony doesn't even exist.
It's not about the colony.
It's a sonogram.
Stavros has his boy. We got your boy.
JCVD wants to send him back to Antwerp. He'll pay his debts. But D-Rod is attempting to be emotional. He says, keep the money. What do you care?
What?
You want me to play defense, right?
What?
It's time to get off the bench.
What?
The best defense is a strong offense.
What?
Shrug reference?
Why is all this happening?
Did they fist bump? Did they rotate their fists?
That's their thing.
Yep.
And that's D-Rod's thing for the rest of the movie.
Double team.
Is he going to a salon at every stop on this road trip?
That's a great question.
I wonder if that was him doing it on his own and no one talking to him about continuity.
You don't think Hark Sui is a big continuity person?
He probably is, but I think D-Rod plays by his own rules.
He's a bad boy, or at least he used to be.
Horseman is absolutely a basketball analogy.
Dude, grenades.
Why are they so close when they're talking?
Same note too, so close, 4 inches apart. Jean-Claude is typing on an older version of the Nokia communicator from Bad Company.
You're going to send an email message? Just say email. It's cleaner.
Holy shit. It says fax on the screen. He's sending a fax. He's not sending an email.
No, I'm going to piss myself.
And it says Stavros, apostrophe, possessive of Stavro, Halloween party noon. This is the worst grammar we've ever seen in a movie. Sylvester Stallone and his license plates are off the hook. Stavros Halloween party noon? Party noon? Who has a Halloween party at noon?
Oh, it's Europe.
Oh,
the time difference.
You could have daisy chained off of Halloween, Zach.
Rodman says it's going to be intercepted by every agency in Europe. What's the plan? Van Damme says, I don't have one, but Stavros doesn't know that. So he'll do what he thinks I would do. Motherfucker, what? That can't be.
No.
You are the top CIA operative.
This is the worst plan ever.
What?
He'll do what he thinks I would do. Check it out. Lead us straight to Kath. What? He's bullshitting his way through it, and he says it'll work out. He'll do what we want. Because he'll think that I'm doing something.
He just yada, yada, yada going up against the biggest terrorist in the world.
Who he's supposed to know everything about. All the nasty exposition.
That's how he knew he could lure him in like that.
Stavros reads the message.
The fax.
The email message / fax. And his reaction, I rewound it and watched it 3 times. I have no clue what his reaction is. Did he get fooled? He won't fall for it? I have no idea.
I thought I missed something because the first thing he says is, a very sensitive man.
What?
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 He calls him clever, very sensitive man. Another time, another place. It's just too late. For what? To fuck him? What are you talking about?
I have no idea.
Amazing.
Then he takes the label off a pill bottle and sticks it to the mirror.
Yeah.
This dude loves to leave Hansel and Gretel trails. Bursts into the room. Truck sticks this maid.
Golden dumpster.
What's the fucking maid? What? Couldn't go around. She was not in his way. This is Jason Kidd going out of his way to run into Mike Woodson.
Hit me.
Please clip in Jeff Teague tell that story.
That shit was so funny. Woody came in the back, bro. He was so mad. Can't believe his ass would do some shit like that. He tried to hurt me. He tried to hurt me.
This is the best part about this because I've rewatched this 100 times. He's reaching outside of his path.
He's extending, yes.
To shove the shit out of her. And then he dives on top of Catherine.
Yeah.
Some random agents show up. Guy says, here, sir, give a look.
Everybody there is an agent?
Uses binoculars to cuck on a couple getting married. This is a circus. Everybody's here. Mossad. Local boys on the corner. Even the Carabinieri. Holy cow, it's a full house.
Who's the guy on the horse?
We've got Jean-Claude Van Damme disguised as Eurotrash.
What is this wig?
This dark red curly wig. He's got piercings, rings, necklace, chain, sunglasses, and D-Rod is wearing Bane's hat.
I fucking lost.
Bane's driving hat.
I like that Jack Quinn's disguise is, I'm gonna look like Eurotrash. And Rodman's idea of a disguise is I'm going to be a 6'7" black guy in Rome wearing a suit and a fedora.
Yes.
Wearing a zoot suit. All that's missing is that feather from goddamn Accepted from Jonah Hill's hat.
Yeah. Rodman says your plan isn't working.
What plan?
Quinn says, patience, he'll be here. You admit you have no plan.
Yeah.
There's no plan.
The plan is to wait for Stavros to do what you hope he does.
If we need help, I have a brother.
You have a brother?
You have a brother?
Yes, I have a brother.
The St. Clemente Chapel. Rodman formula. Car's honking. Quinn looks up. He sees Catherine in the back seat. He starts running over. Rodman tries to stop him. That's what Stavros wants.
Catherine!
She sees him. They drive off. As he's running through the crowd, he runs right up to Stavros.
Stavros turns around. He was waiting for him.
Smoking a cigarette. Takes his shades off.
Wait a second. How do you set a trap? And then you're the motherfucker who gets trapped?
Because he didn't have a plan.
But the whole point was he's going to bring her here.
Mm-hmm.
All these law enforcement people are going to leap on him and I'll save her. He blew it all.
Stavros never breaks a promise.
Never.
There's a sniper up above. I'll send an invitation to the baby's christening. Think about wearing black.
This guy's obsessed with killing babies.
So am I.
JCVD offers himself up instead of her. That is a bad joke. Stavros will take all three. Binoculars guy somehow slowly rises up over JCVD's wig so he can see Stavros. Everyone leaps into action, including D-Rod. And this horse cop with the huge cape
openly fires into a crowd.
Mike Lowrying his way through this square.
All of them do. Every single law enforcement officer.
CT5 worst cops, number one.
The horseman?
Number one.
I've got them all. They're all terrible.
McCavity is no longer on your worst cops.
McCavity's gone, man.
They're so bad, I couldn't tell who was a terrorist and they were all terrorists.
Absolutely.
And they're all trying to kill Van Damme. Why? Isn't he already dead in their world?
Quinn yells sniper on the roof. Rodman's going after the sniper. Innocence gets shot up by this horse cop. He gets gunned down as Quinn rides off on the horse and carriage for the wedding.
With the bride still on it. Ass off.
This sniper rappels down the building into Devil's Cauldron, walks across the street.
He's got a big scar on his face.
Dennis Rodman, standing 6'7", wearing a dumb hat and a draft night suit, starts creeping behind him.
I guess throw that on the list as well. D-Rod doesn't make a movie that doesn't have observatories, weird flying devices, and trying to hide in European public.
He tries to sneak into a cab. Guy pulls up on him with a gun, says, "You're out of the game."
You sure?
You sure I'm out of the game?
Sure about that?
You sure about that out of the game?
Kicks his gun. Perfect bullet holes in the roof. Guy punches him in the face. D-Rod's on his back.
Is this guy one of Stavros's men, or is he a law enforcement person?
No, he's one of Stavros's.
Got it.
Kicks him back out of the taxi. Now he's on the other side of the taxi.
Little keep away.
Cat and mouse.
He reaches over the taxi, grabs and yanks him. He's up.
Throws him.
Shatters glass. He's in. I would have to call that a 5-pointer.
What?
Basketball.
A full 20 years before Tom Haberstroh would write about us needing 4-pointers in the NBA.
He follows him to the Hotel Regina.
What?
Sniper takes the elevator up. He's about to walk into a room down the hall, and Quinn shouts, "Hey, where's my wife?" "I don't know what you're talking about, man."
How do you get a scar like that on your face? It's so symmetrical.
You're a sniper. With the gun briefcase.
Just like Desperado.
That's got to be an awful gun for aim and mobility, right?
Yeah, you're just spraying.
I thought that was what he put the sniper rifle in.
It is.
But the sniper rifle is automatic like that?
This is a separate gun.
So there's two guns in this case.
Two guns, yeah.
Okay.
You knew I liked that gun case.
Quinn is parkouring around the staircase to avoid it. He kicks the case down the stairs, kicks the guy in the face, jump kicks him into the room. There's an odd close-up.
Kicks him through the door, shatters the glass door inside. Another guy kicks him back through the glass door, shatters the glass again.
I have a very dumb admission here. When I saw this guy flip up out of the chair, the lighting was kind of odd. I thought this was Dennis Rodman's brother that he mentions.
Bro, we walk in, this character is sitting in a chair with his back to the door, staring out the window. Doesn't even check who walked in the room.
He's ready to go.
He got up so angrily, I thought I missed something. Then he flips the chair up with his leg.
Yeah.
Kicks it up in the air and then kicks it at Van Damme.
Badass move.
Then this motherfucker runs at least a good 5 feet up the wall and launches him off the wall. And he's doing this in penny loafers with no socks.
And then gets the penny loafers off his heel, jumps, fires those things at him. Pew, pew.
Like Odd Job.
Yeah.
Projectiles.
Who kicks a shoe?
This motherfucker
pulls out a switchblade
and holds it with his toes
under his foot.
There are so many better ways to attack with a switchblade.
This cannot possibly be more effective than using your hands.
No.
There's no chance.
I'll tell you what, it's effective for a Golden Dumpster nomination, ladies and gentlemen.
The look that Jean-Claude gives to the toe knife does say, never seen this before.
Yeah.
This guy's an innovator.
All right. He misses with every cut and kick.
This is by far the best fight scene in the movie.
By far.
This is what I called Jackie Chan Damme.
Yes.
Very Jackie Chan fighting.
Hark Tua.
Hark Sui.
Why wasn't this whole movie fights like this?
Because you got D-Rod and Mickey Rourke. That's why.
What about all the other henchmen?
Guns, terrorists.
They're all just dumb Euros.
He's swinging his foot around at JCVD. He's slashing clothes. He's chopping flowers. Eventually, the knife gets stuck in the door, so he drops it. Then JCVD kicks him through, you guessed it, a pane of shattered glass.
Shattered glass is put in work, man.
The guy throws the table at him. He blocks the kick with the sliding door. The guy bursts through another pane of glass to grab him. Now they're hugging. JCVD smashes his ribs. This guy pulls out some extendo wires.
Where did he get the piano wire from? This guy's a magician.
This guy's got things up his sleeves, under his toes.
He should have been the main terrorist.
He's choking Jean-Claude.
Choking at 7.
Scar Sniper wakes up, goes for the gun.
He's not dead?
Nope. Jean-Claude breaks out, dodges as the wires snap through the wood. Now he's choking him at 7 with his own shit. Either Jean-Claude or the other guy kicks Scar Sniper into the knife stuck in the door. Now he's dead. Beep, bop, boop.
Now he's dead.
Tosses the guy through the door, breaking it for good. He collapses. And Jean-Claude finds the prescription sticker.
Again, why was the sticker on?
Why did Stavros leave it? Because he likes to leave breadcrumb trails.
Why would you doctor?
Yeah.
Catherine's in labor, wants to know who these people are. Stavros is with her. So is Stavros going to deliver this child? He dives in there.
Catherine is at the most World War II ass hospital I've ever seen. The facilities, the paint jobs, even the nurses are dressed like Florence Nightingale.
Nurse nuns.
This is not a modern hospital in the slightest.
So he tells one of his goons, Jack is coming, take care of business. I don't want him to know what day it is. What?
I don't know what that means. Meanwhile, Jack is still wearing this stupid ass ratty fur vest. Why?
Dressed like a Fortnite character.
Why?
He rings a bell at a monastery, and okay, maybe Jean-Claude Van Damme trying to speak Italian is Louis Pinnock.
Buonasera, Friar. I'm looking for a guy named...
It's tough. Friar brings him in, tells him to be quiet.
Never seen walls like this. What is this?
The bones of my brothers. You are a friend of Brother Yaz. Yaz Flute.
Brother Yaz, who has done many favors for the order, including a mainframe processor that has to be seen to believed.
They enter the D-Rod Taffer Command Center.
Guys, is this the same universe as Simon Says?
It's exactly the same.
Where Dennis Rodman has befriended monks that know the internet, computers, and hacking?
This came before Simon Says?
It did. So in true Cinephobe fashion, we have watched the sequel before the original.
We have to, every time.
Now all the monk shit makes sense.
Yeah.
This exposition is incredibly helpful. They got a bat cave. They have so many wires and monitors. D-Rod says, "What's up?" And so do the monks.
The grenade is off the hook. These monks are ass on.
Is that a Budweiser what's up reference?
Absolutely. He's introducing them. They pound and lock it.
Brothers Regulo and Romulu.
They've been collecting info on Rome for 500 years.
How?
Their systems been really updated.
Cybermonks.
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 That was him riffing.
With that word cyber on anything.
They're tracing the prescription label that has no information on it.
That's not what they're doing.
This mug pulls an Amin at the finals.
Same note. 2. The computer goes to cybersex chat line. There's a photo of a blonde man in a metal bikini and D-Rod's Oakley's. Clip this Italian protesting.
Ma che cos'è questo? Che significa? Chi ce l'ha messo? Internet.
And that's a good teammate.
Yeah.
Not like you guys sold me down the river.
No.
So both the monk and D-Rod shrugging are Amin.
Yes.
Combined.
Combination.
One could be KOC.
No, the monk who says internet, that's KOC.
They get a hit on Maria. Quinn wants a crack at it. The think tank dome is helping. Incoming message. Thanks for the blessing, Jack. Stavros goons are moving in. Rodman, Quinn, and the monks are moving through the bowels of the church.
Walk and talk's position about these tunnels.
Man, these antiques are worth a fortune.
Monk glares at him.
In a spiritual sense.
Tunnels will take them to the hospital without using the bridge. Then the monks wish him good luck.
Get on the internet, my brothers.
I'll wait for your email.
1997 internet humor.
Kath is now in labor with Dr. Maria.
Like that. Boosh. Boosh. I got hard.
Take it easy, champ. Why don't you stop talking for a while?
D-Rod climbs the ladder. They're cut off by a grate.
He asks what's in his pockets, and Rodman thinks he's asking about his dick?
Yes.
Okay.
Lucky coin, lucky detonator, and my lucky plastic explosive. Syntex. That's the stuff. Handier than duct tape. Preparation, my friend.
The way that JCVD starts searching for a rock on the ground, this sudden movement. He turns so suddenly.
I had to rewatch this scene no less than 3 times to realize this was all a setup for comedy.
Just to get the airball line.
When he says, "Oh, I got that. I'm prepared for everything." And then he reaches the wire. Damn, not enough wire. That's the punchline to a joke about him having everything.
Preparation, huh?
Unbelievable. Unremarkable shit.
Grabs the skull instead, starts bantering with the skull, throws the skull at the wire and misses.
Oops, airball.
You need practice, man.
I hate practice, but I never miss twice, brother.
Fucking what's wrong with them, man?
Second time, hits the wire, blows the grate open. Perfect.
Cut to Maria delivering the baby. Catherine's so happy. Maria's proud. They wash the child. Stavros says he needs 60 seconds, then kill both the women.
Jean-Claude and D-Rod pop out under the bridge. D-Rod boosts Jean-Claude up onto a gutter. He scurries his way up to the top.
Be careful. You're going to wind up in the hospital.
D-Rod sneaking into the building. The guy is waiting with Zach's night vision goggles strapped to his head.
Absolutely. He tries to hide. He accidentally opens the door. Goon walks in to kill the women. He points the gun at Maria. Catherine grabs a scalpel, stabs him in the shoulder. That was never going to work.
He backhands the shit out of her. Maria grabs a gun and shoots him.
John Morant's gun.
Oh.
Rodman almost walks right into the gun. Then Quinn drops down, takes out the night vision goon. Rodman has no idea it's Quinn.
Yes.
So he starts wrestling with him. He flips him upside down. They're going to vertically 69?
Yes. Same note too.
What's happening?
He's wearing them like human apparel.
It's me. It's me.
It took so long to recognize each other.
It's you. It's you.
It made D-Rod very sweaty.
It did.
And he lost his breath from all the tussling together.
This hospital. It's awfully quiet. Goons are after him. They run down the corridor. They see the knocked out goon standing there. Rodman's holding him up. Marco, what are you doing just dead? And then Rodman headbutts him with Marco. This is a hospital. No running, please. He's now fighting the two goons. Throws a trash can, kicks the other. Slide tackle back.
Big slide tackle movie, man.
Takes care of the other guys, keeps bantering. Quinn gets to where Catherine is. He's crying as he walks up to her body.
Hi, sweet Annie.
Maria's hiding with Jaws' pistol. Catherine sees Quinn. They embrace. He grabs Maria. Catherine explains that she saved her.
I'm not trying to be funny. I swear to God.
Oh, boy.
Every single white woman in this movie looks like it was played by the same woman. Babysitter, the nurse, the gallery art person, Catherine. They're all the same. I can't tell.
Well, the gallery art person is this woman.
The doctor.
Okay.
Same person.
She was using an alias. She works for Stavros.
0.0% recognition.
I mean, that's not shocking.
Not even like, I wonder if it is.
Yeah.
Put that in the intro.
Yeah.
0.0.
Not even an inkling.
He asks where Stavros is. We get this weird zoom away.
Dolly zoom shot. Accelerated though.
Where's our son?
Zoom back out. Jean-Claude kicks the table. Maria knows where they are. D-Rod tells Jean-Claude to go get his boy. Go get your boy.
Go get my boy.
D-Rod is sweatily chewing gum. He'll protect Kath.
Under no circumstances do you ever leave your wife with Dennis Rodman. Never.
She gonna be pregnant again immediately?
You'll never see her again.
Ah, you'll see her.
He gets to the Coliseum battleground. Stavros is waiting with the baby in the basket.
The Roman Coliseum in Rome? Is that where we are?
Is that where we are?
Oh, yeah.
The exterior shots say yes. The interior shots look like...
What are you talking about? That's dead on.
The exterior shots say yes?
The exterior shots.
You want to look at that again? You sure about that?
You sure about that?
You sure about that Coliseum?
Wait, you don't think it's the Roman Coliseum?
It sure isn't.
0.0% recognition.
They didn't even get that B-roll right.
I thought that's what they were going for.
It is what they're going for. They're in fucking Rome.
Holy shit. Mickey Rourke? That dude's ripped.
Mm-hmm.
He looks good without a shirt.
He's smoking another cigarillo. He's got the newborn baby in a literal basket.
He shoots the ground and the ricochet comes up and pops Van Damme in the face, and Van Damme doesn't flinch.
Stavros wants him to toss the gun. He does.
Stavros walks with one foot crossing over the other foot. Not even in a straight line.
He's sauntering.
Is that a saunter? Is that what a saunter looks like?
Yeah, he's sauntering big time.
I thought sauntering is more like Conor McDavid.
No.
That's strutting.
That's strutting, yeah.
Oh, strut? You want the bunani?
God damn it.
And we get an OD of Stavros' son, JCVD's son. Stavros is going to raise Jean-Claude's son as his own. I thought he was going to kill him.
Stavros, CT5 respectful villain. Let's update the rankings. I'm moving Stavros up to 2.
Ooh.
Everyone else moves down.
Because he offers to raise his son?
Before, he was going to murder this child, invite you to the christening, better wear black. Now he spent a little time around this child as has been born. He's like, you know what? I am going to kill you, but I'm going to raise this child.
So you're bumping the bear from Hercules in New York off the list.
Sorry, Bear.
My note was, dog, ain't nobody thinking about your kid. I forgot all about that plot point. Oh, that's right. His son died at the beginning of the movie.
You know, men are strong, Jack, but the tiger is stronger. Clip! What? A fucking tiger? This tiger is so ass off.
Oh my God.
Knows its cue and everything.
Mandalay Entertainment, Horseman.
Said the tiger from the beginning of the movie.
It can't possibly be the same tiger, can it?
Exact same tiger.
That's why they kept cutting the shots of it being okay.
They want to establish this motherfucker's coming back.
And also, the tiger from the beginning of the movie that I was referencing was the Mandalay
Entertainment.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's the same tiger.
Van Damme wants to scare the tiger, so he throws his jacket and yells, "Yah!"
He does do a lot of "Yah!"
Yeah.
He's roaring at the tiger.
Rodman recklessly comes flying in on a dirt bike where there are mines everywhere.
He rides a motorcycle into a minefield.
Yep.
It sounds like a metaphor for something.
Right.
Nope, that's what he literally did.
Quinn sidekicks the fuck out of the CGI tiger.
Golden dumpster, man.
Jack shouts out to Rodman that the crosses are mines. He circles back on the bike, picks up the basket.
Why is he doing laps?
Because he can.
Jack jumps up to the stands. The tiger follows him up.
Yeah.
Real nimbly bimbly.
From seat to seat.
Rodman rides real fast and loose next to these mines.
The tiger also has great mine awareness. It should be noted.
It's committed also.
I'm assuming with Rodman there at the Coliseum, he gave Catherine the Keanu wife treatment, fucked her to death for the fellas.
Yeah, I do like how JCVD said, protect my wife. Next thing we know, he's on a motorcycle wheeling through a minefield.
Yeah.
Doing laps.
JCVD manages to slide a gate in front of the tiger. D-Rod is riding the motorbike through the bowels of the Coliseum. He sees a tiny hole in the wall. Oh, this will be good. I'll put the baby here. It's not even hidden.
Don't you go off and party without me, okay? And I said, reference?
What?
I'll be back. Reference?
Reference. That's a reference.
Under no circumstances do you ever leave your newborn child with Dennis Rodman.
That's 2 strikes for Van Damme.
2, yes.
Tiger is now stalking Jean-Claude up on some scaffolding.
This tiger is persistent as fuck.
D-Rod ambushes the sniper. Kick to the dick. He wrecks him.
He's really about to fight a tiger. All right, fuck it. We're doing this.
He kicked the tiger.
No, but he kicked it like, get away from my kid. But in this case, it's me and you, tiger. All right, motherfucker. You want to do this shit? All right, let's go. He's ready to fuck this tiger up.
Another henchman starts shooting at Jean-Claude from behind. There's a tiger in front of him. So he kicks out a support. Wood slats collapse. The tiger falls. Did that tiger do his own stunt?
Absolutely.
That's it. Tiger's ass off.
I've been saying it.
What?
You guys tried to get that tiger ass on earlier.
No. There's 2 things in that scene. 1, flinching at the ricochet, and 2, tipping off Stavros. I was like, it's over here. I was like, how'd they get the tiger?
That Van Damme's fucking's up there.
Jean-Claude loses his balance. He falls on the other side. He's dangling. The henchman runs out of ammo. Then the tiger comes around the corner and mauls him. D-Rod is now shirtless for some reason.
Why is he shirtless?
He saw that Stavros had his shirt off. He wanted to get in the game. Throws Jean-Claude a rope.
You take care of my son. I will take care of Stavros.
Well, he tells him the baby's safe. The baby is not safe.
Not safe at all.
There is a loose tiger
in a place that is full of mines.
They do the fist bump, turn the lock.
This motherfucker, JCVD,
sprinting
like Noah fucking Lyles,
full speed,
coming in 3rd in a race,
pretending he has COVID,
into a minefield. And I'm like, why the fuck would you do that? And then he gets tripped, slide tackled,
sweep the leg.
Stavros, 650 years of knowledge, and then Jean-Claude slides 20 feet
easily.
Stavros, why would you wait for him in the minefield?
Why would your dad?
Have you forgotten what's happening here? He's chasing you stupid fuck.
The tiger is hunting this baby. Stavros and Jack are kicking the shit out of each other.
He's fucking him up.
Taxman shows up. Here's the baby. Rodman's running around the arena, steps on a mine. Lift your foot, my tall friend. That mine will turn you into red paint.
They went crashing through so many wooden doors because glass wasn't available at the Coliseum, so we had to get wood in there for a little bit. They run towards each other. A jumping kick over a crouching D-Rod who's standing on a mine.
Jack kicks him, then traps his foot with his other foot. Rodman uses something to catch the mine so he can move off of it.
Furious cuts as Jean-Claude lands kick after kick after kick. Stavros taunts him.
Stavros has the worst fighting style I've ever seen.
Poor Mickey Rourke.
It's so bad.
He's all glamour muscles.
Stavros moves Jack and says, "You have big feet, Mr. Quinn. You have to be careful where you put them."
Then Stavros also steps on a mine. Film noir.
Oh.
There isn't one under Jean-Claude.
Looks like you're on the bench now, Stavros. I forgot to tell you, hope you don't mind. I know you went through a lot of trouble digging these holes, putting up these markers, and I know mines don't come cheap. But I moved a couple of your crosses. Sorry.
You're the bitch now, Stavros.
You're the bitch now.
You're the broad now.
You're the broad now, Stavros. Here comes the tiger behind D-Rod. They run away. It was sprinting full speed. Next shot, it stopped. Jean-Claude is yelling at D-Rod about the baby, but the taxman has him. Stavros looks a little sad as the tiger lunges at him. He steps off the mine.
Oh, he's crying like a bitch. What are you talking about? Looks sad. He's crying.
This is yet another horrible plan. This time by Stavros. Buddy, if all the mines are going to destroy the Coliseum, Why would you be fighting him there?
No, just for the fun of it. Also, you're about to join your son. Calm down.
Is terrible planning, O Horseman?
Absolutely. No plan.
Clearly.
He steps off the mine. Colossal explosion. Fireball consumes everything.
Dude, it levels this arena. It brings everything down. It's 9/11.
All caps. Why are there Coke machines in the bowels of the Roman Coliseum?
There's a fuckload of them.
7 fucking Coke vending machines.
There's a Diet Coke vending machine.
Fireballs launching CGI Coke machines, tumbling end over end like Twister.
Eat shit, Madam Werb. That is product placement.
Fuck you, Pepsi.
The stairs ripple. The Coliseum is blown apart.
Baby's fine.
Are the mines made out of the plutonium from the beginning of the movie? What is happening?
The baby is humongous for a newborn.
Oh my God.
I know he wrecked his mom's pussy on the way out.
Oh.
There's nothing left. She's got a Coliseum between her legs right now. Just a big, open, gaping hole.
Supercharge all that. I don't want that in the pod.
No.
That's awful.
No, leave it in there.
No.
I'm not the one that made the movie.
I'm problematic. It's a problem.
They get in the car outside the Coliseum. Taxman pulls a gun on Jack, smiles at him. I want to remember my Roman holiday?
Reference?
Give me a souvenir?
Toss him a knife. Cut me a piece of your hair. Oh, and your shirt.
Please cut in from Arrested Development.
You gotta help Pop get out of here. Give me your hair. Give me your hair. Give Pop your hair.
What is he doing? What is the tax man doing?
He's trying to bring back evidence that Jean-Claude was dead to the colony.
Yeah.
With some hair and a jacket.
Yeah.
It's not a great plan. D-Rod offers his lucky coin. Maybe my coin will be lucky for you too. Flips it in the air like Two-Face. It hits the ground.
I thought it was going to be a bomb.
It is. It's a smoke bomb.
Smoke bomb. Did somebody say wonder?
Quinn gets in the car, drives away. Rodman's standing there with the taxman as the smoke clears. I'm not giving you any piece of my hair, Mr. Goldsmith. Quinn's shirt's on the ground. Taxman laughs.
Quite a magician, Mr. Yaz. Now it's my turn to disappear. Toodaloo, toodaloo.
He waves with his ass on.
What the hell is the ending of this movie?
Says to himself, well, you can bet your ass they'll blame me for this one. I wonder what the fine will be. Reference, roll credits, and this song, Just a Freak, Crystal Waters, and Dennis Rodman's spoken word.
I pick it, then I pass it. I feel a little fantastic. I'm in the club knee deep. I feel a little freaky deep. Yeah.
Mary on the floor.
She's looking freak, but she's much more. Lay chic, sun chic. She's the head of state patrol.
Head to toe.
My shade of peach.
There's a secret she likes to keep.
She likes the boys, think they're cool.
Between her legs are the family jewel.
Did you guys stick around for the end credits?
No, what happened?
David Stern shows up and it recruits Dennis Rodman to the Avengers.
Ah.
Then he dies.
Oh.
25 years later.
25 years later? Yeah.
Are all of D-Rod's dialogue breaking the fourth wall? Is that what it is?
It's all self-referential.
It's a verbal breaking the fourth wall.
Yes.
Yeah, the lines are doing it, not with his eyes.
Yeah.
Who cares if you lose the game? You got this off your chest. I mean, it's just one night of bar trivia.
Ooh. One night of bar trivia is sacrosanct to us.
Trivia is sacrosanct. This is the third movie to be developed and produced by Peter Guber's Mandalay Pictures after The Fan,
wow,
previous Cinephobe, and Donnie Brasco.
Golden State Warriors, Peter Guber?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, should have him on the pod.
Despite Van Damme top-lining Double Team, the movie was really designed to launch Dennis Rodman as a star.
You remind me of a very young Jim Carrey.
Alrighty then. What the hell are you talking about? So you're telling me there's a chance?
Who are you talking to? Somebody stop me!
Both Mandalay and Sony were investing in the Rodman business. Guber had also launched Mandalay Sports Media and in a bit of corporate synergy backed a TV movie called Bad as I Want to Be, the Dennis Rodman story.
I remember that.
And then Sony began developing The Embarrassment, Simon Says, as a vehicle for Rodman.
Zach, the original spec was written by Don Jacoby, and he sold it in the $1 to $1.5 million range in July of 1995. It was set on an island on the coast of Greece that serves as a safe haven for CIA agents whose cover is blown, and centered on a man escaping the island in order to seek revenge on his arch enemy. The name of the movie was The Colony, and JCVD thought it was a great script, but he stated that it was extensively rewritten, and the changes made the final movie a bit too cartoonish.
No. Just a bit.
Disagree.
Mickey Rourke underwent a serious martial arts regime to obtain the physical appearance in the film and to prepare for his fight scenes with Van Damme.
Not for the fighting style, maybe just the body.
Wesley Snipes was considered for the role of Yaz.
Oh, wow, what a movie that would have been. Because then the banter lands perfectly, right?
The banter between Van Damme and Snipes.
How would Wesley have pulled off all the basketball jokes, though?
That's a good point. Well, might make him jump. Van Damme was supposed to star in a movie after this movie called Abominable. I'm trying to do it in his voice. Abominable.
A bomb and a bull?
Yep.
Abominable.
Red Notice.
Which is an action horror movie described as Predator in a snow, which I can only assume that means that Van Damme was describing it.
Well, now he can't do it.
In which his character would have to save a group of people lost in snowy mountains from the abominable snowman. Between 1995 and 2000, directors Peter Hyams and Rennie Harlan, that's right, repeat offender Rennie Harlan, were involved in the project, but due to poor box office results of Van Damme's films, notably this one, Universal canceled the project. Despite many rumors, the 2006 Bigfoot horror movie Abominable was not based on that canceled Van Damme movie.
During filming, Jean-Claude Van Damme went to a screening of John Woo's Hard Boiled. The film had such an impact on Jean-Claude that he demanded mid-production an entire subplot be written into the script so a fight scene could be filmed in a hospital maternity unit involving babies.
Have to.
This might be my favorite piece of trivia from this movie. The colony scenes are all shot at Jean-Claude Van Damme's timeshare in Spain. He was missold the property in the late 80s, and by 97, it was costing him over $1,000 per week. It took some convincing to get the script rewritten to include the new location, but everyone was happy that they did because it meant that Jean-Claude stopped pestering people about investing in his timeshare in Spain.
Have to.
$1,000 a week is insane.
How much was he in for?
Is that property maintenance? What is he talking about?
In the 80s and 90s.
Whilst the film implies that this climactic fight between Quinn and Stavros takes place in Rome's Coliseum, the scenes were actually filmed in and around the Arles Amphitheater in southern France.
Last one for me. Jean-Claude Van Damme's character was born in 1959, which is a year off his real date of birth, 1960. Why did they just change it to 1960? We'll never know.
This was the first movie to use Coca-Cola vending machines as product placement. D-Rod won 3 Razzies for this movie.
I'll buy that.
Worst new star, worst supporting actor, and worst screen couple with Jean-Claude Van Damme. For worst supporting actor, he beat out Willem Dafoe for Speed 2 and...
All right, everyone, chill.
For Batman and Robin.
Wow.
For worst new star, he beat the Anaconda from Anaconda.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. That shouldn't even been nominated.
And Chris Tucker in Money Talks.
What?
Zach was originally angry that the Anaconda lost. Then he remembered, oh, wait a second, this isn't a good thing to be won. And then he fought against the Anaconda even being nominated.
Yeah. Yaz changes his hair design and color 6 times in the movie. And this is, of course, in the trivia. Dennis Rodman's character states, I don't play with the bad boys anymore. D-Rod played for the Detroit Pistons for 7 years, and the team was nicknamed the Bad Boys.
I'd like you all to do an experiment on a plant, something that may benefit mankind. And if you devise something that's groundbreaking, I guarantee you a A in this course.
Oh, well, hold on, man. You following me? You can't do that, Lionel. Look, man, if you don't want me to have a foreman job, I understand, but I need my fucking job, man.
Louis Pinnock Accent Award. Every European trying to speak English.
No, it's the Italian bellhop or whatever.
Doorman.
Jean-Claude Van Damme, Buonasera, though.
No, the Italian doorman.
I'm with Amin, yeah, the Italian doorman at the hotel.
You're going to make it a coffee. You're going to pick it up in the back of the hotel.
Let's show them who the horsemen are, guys.
Yeah, we got soul.
Five Horsemen, double team of banter and TGT, shattering glass,
grenades,
Coca-Cola, explosions.
Terrible planning.
It's got to be product placement. As strong as everything else was.
It's got to be product placement?
It's got to be explosions, Zach.
Grenades!
They survived the explosion because of Coca-Cola vending machines strewn about the Roman Coliseum.
Zach, there was a newborn baby who had a grenade. And if you want to get a little less technical, what are landmines, if not grenades that are in the ground?
I'm good with grenades. I'm even fine with grenades/explosions to work the mines in there.
Yeah, sure.
The house exploding, dude. The Roman Coliseum exploding.
The pool.
The truck in the beginning of the movie, because he tapped it.
The car at the beginning of the movie. The truck.
All right, grenade/explosion.
Breathe in through nose, out the mouth.
Ass on, ass off.
Teddy Rex, Moosey Teddy Rex. Teddy Rex, Moosey Teddy Rex.
Ass on, fuck it, ass off. Ass on, fuck it, ass off.
Michael B. Memorial Ass On Award. It's D-Rod as Yaz.
Hold on.
Come on.
The monks, the grenade.
The Deadeye.
Deadeye grenade.
Catherine.
The grenade.
Fucking, what's his name? My man, come on.
Stall.
Also the grenade.
It's D-Rod.
The grenade. Zach kept saying the grenade. I just heard him now.
I've said it after every single one I've said. Yeah, no, it's D-Rod. It is D-Rod.
It's D-Rod.
The Deadeye was pretty bad, guys.
But limited.
Carl Weathers Memorial Ass Off Award. I had Paul Freeman as Alex Goldsmith, but nah, man.
Yeah.
The final scene, it's the tiger.
Mickey Rourke's really good too, but it's Tiger.
The tiger.
Mickey Rourke is pretty good. They didn't quite give him enough to do.
Agreed, yeah.
When the tiger did his own stunt, that was the cherry on top.
The ricochet for me. It was
The ricochet brought the attention of how good this tiger is.
Are you good at keeping secrets?
Absolutely.
Because I've got a present for you. Secret present outside by the dumpster.
Is it a baseball mitt?
It fits you like a baseball mitt, like a glove. I hope.
Golden Dumpster nominees. Maze, what do you have?
The XRT launching into the air off of a mound of dirt and jumping over the train.
The lethal weapon shooter vehicle.
D-Rod's Oakley's. The basketball parachute. JCVD's disguise in Rome. The hotel fight with the toe knife. The monk pretending to be mad that he's looking at cybersex. Jean-Claude kicking a tiger. And Stavros slide tackle as Jean-Claude is charging full speed into the arena.
Couple more. Really, you could pick any of the basketball cliches, but I went with Christmas shopping for bad boys. I don't play with the bad boys anymore.
Ball cliches.
I could shoot the dick off a hummingbird. JCVD launching himself through several window panes. Mickey Rourke grabbing the dude through one window pane, throwing him back through another window pane, and then breaking all the other window panes just because. Getting snuck up on underwater. The film noir of the baby being a bomb, and they've been waiting on his ass the whole time, and they light his ass up. Stavros shoving the shit out of the maid. Yeah, it's Stavros shoving the shit out of the maid for no reason. I laugh so hard.
The vending machine stopping an explosion. That's got to be mine.
This podcast is brought to you by Coca-Cola vending machines. Man, okay.
Maze, what's yours?
I'm tempted to pick the cybersex monk, but I'm going to go with D-Rod's Oakley's.
Oh, 0.3s.
It was an impressive Oakley display.
I mean, those are not common ones either, so.
I didn't think the first pair you could see through. It looked like metal over his eyes.
That's the iridium coating on the outside for reflectiveness.
It's incredible. It's deceptive.
Shout out to Dan Bailey.
Shout out to Dan Bailey indeed.
Well, Zach, you already filed it, motherfucker.
Motherfucker. I like that.
Bober file.
File. So easy. File. Amin?
I saw this movie in college. I remember very little from it because I haven't seen it since college. But the nostalgia kick, I wanted to mention this in the beginning. This movie had all the colorfulness of 1997.
Oh, absolutely.
That's how every video, every movie looked, these bright ass colors. And it kind of took me back there. I laughed. I love JCVD. It's a file for me. This is the worst JCVD movie we've done, though. If you had to rank them.
Yes.
Yeah, it made Lionheart seem very competent.
No.
Wait, hold on a second.
Lionheart was good.
Yeah, that's a great movie.
Yeah.
Maze?
This is some of the worst writing and banter we've ever had. It's so lazy. Everything is teed up for D-Rod to talk about hoops.
Disagree.
Every situation is a basketball analogy.
Yeah, Maze, I don't know if you know, but Dennis Rodman was an NBA player.
I learned that watching this movie.
Okay.
He's not with the bad boys anymore.
No.
I was kind of intrigued by the colony stuff, and then we spent a weird amount of time there, and it essentially turned into a long workout montage. They didn't explain shit. They didn't explain a fucking thing. The plutonium in the beginning, what Stavros is doing, his involvement with these agencies, it was so confusing.
This is ridiculous.
It was really bad a lot of the time. And then that fucking tiger came trotting out and they blew up the quote unquote Roman Coliseum and god damn it, it's a file.
Yeah!
Sweep it.
Green across the board.
You didn't like Lionheart?
Crazy.
This was worse than Lionheart, but it was more entertaining.
At Talk Hoops, at Darth Levine, at Corn Puzzle, at Cinephobe, at Count the Dings. Give us your phobe file, Golden Dumpster, ass on, ass off, 5 Horsemen, Plot Liftoff, Lewis Pinnock.
Next time we make love, you introduce me to Jade.
My turn?
2 more pixel picks. It's actually my turn, and I'll stick with my original daisy chain. I think there's probably another daisy chain which could be explosions, but I'm going to daisy chain off of 1997.
Oh!
To put the town on alert.
Oh shit.
It's time for Dante's Peak.
Wow.
Put it down on alert.
Put Mike Ryan on alert.
And now for something completely different.
Hey everyone, hope you enjoyed the Double Team episode. It's producer Mayes here with a programming note. Dante's Peak is next, and it goes off of Amazon Prime at the end of September. So definitely watch Dante's Peak ASAP. However, the next episode will be a Patreon unlocked Delta Farce, followed by the 2-parter of Dante's Peak. So that's October 3rd, Delta Farce, October 10th, Dante's Peak Part 1, and October 17th, Dante's Peak Part 2.